just for one day, we could be heroes forever and ever. What you say? And the guns shot above our heads, and we kissed like nothing could fall, and the shame was on the other side. We can beat them forever and ever. We can be just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Our program will begin in 15 minutes.
I was doing just fine before I met you. I drink too much and that's an issue. It's okay. Hey, you tell your friends it was nice to meet them, but I hope I never see them again. I know it breaks your heart. I moved to the city in a broke down car and 4 years no call. Now you're looking pretty in a hotel bar, and I can't stop. No, I can't stop. So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder. Pull the sheets right off the corner of the mattress that you stole from your roommate back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older. I met
Everyone, please take your seats. We will begin momentarily.
Dive right in and follow my lead. I found a girl, she's beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight.
Yeah, well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share a home. Oh, well, I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are just kids, but we're so in.
Everyone, please take your seats. We will begin momentarily.
I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be your girl, you'll be my man. I see my future in your eyes, baby. Dancing in the dark, with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite sound.
When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve it. Darling, you look perfect
preachers, I've listened to fools. Hey. I watched all the dropouts who make their own rules. One person conditioned to rule and control. Hey, and the media sells it. Oh, and you play the role. Oh, mental wounds not healing. Life's a bitter shame. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. I know that things are going wrong for me. Well, you gotta listen to my words. Hands of a cowboy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everyone to the Emmys Award. We would love for you to put your hands together and welcome our Bollywood dancers from India who are here with gorgeous wings, and then we're gonna make you dance. Ready or not, here we come.
ਮੁੰਡਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਆਫ ਬੀਟ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵੀਟ ਹੈ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਆਫ ਬੀਟ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵੀਟ ਹੈ ढोंगी सा ये बड़ा ढीठ है वायरल हो गया ये ट्वीट
पर फूल वूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है शगन तेरी की लगन तेरी की हमने कर दी तैयारी है
नचते ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचते ने सारे रल मिल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे खजमानो गाने आलू बड़े करारे करम नाल आलू बड़े करारे चढ़ चढ़ के चौबारे करम नाल स्वीटू आजा मारे आलू बड़े करारे करम नाल आलू बड़े करारे चढ़ चढ़ के चौबारे करम नाल स्वीटू आजा मारे मुंडे पेलेंटी मेरे ਲਈ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੈਂਟੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੈਂਟੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਲਈ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸੈਂਟੀ तेरे लिए मैं सेट हूँ इस बात की गारंटी
पर फूल वूल करने में कूल तू बड़ी तेज कटारी है शगन तेरी की लगन तेरी की हमने कर दी तैयारी है
नचते ने सारे
नचते ने सारे
नचते ने सारे लल्लू मल्ल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचते ने सारे लल्लू मल्ल के आज हिले डुल के ले सारे के सारे नजारे नचते ने सारे नचते ने सारे खसमानो खाने
Well, thank you all for joining us, but we aren't quite done yet. So what we would love is for all of you to join us in Bollywood dance. So can we get some volunteers, please? Thank you, sir. Yes, please. Woo! I love how he has no idea what he signed up for. Can we get more volunteers? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that. Perfect. Thank you, ma'am. That's fantastic. Can we get more volunteers, please? Especially the... Oh, who's that? Who's that? Yes, ma'am. Come on up. Perfect. We would love to get more volunteers for Bollywood dance. Thank you. Yes, beautiful. How about right over here? People on their phones are going to get up. Yes? You're me, so yes, you are going to come. Let's go. Can we get more volunteers for Bollywood dance, please? Because I love your smile. Yes, we are going to go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, we are. So let's have something. Let's have everyone up on the stage right over here. Oh, I love our volunteers. Fantastic. And by the way, I feel like we need more. What about the gentleman right over there on that table with the gorgeous woman? Hang on. The ones who've been avoiding me as if I can't see through it. Let's go, sir. Yes, yes, let's go. Let's go, ma'am. Let's go. You know you have to from Univision, Arizona. Yes, we have to. Let's go. Let's go. Come on up. So by the way, our Bollywood dancers only work with smiles. Is that right? We got to have big, fake, cheesy, greasy smiles. Smile check. Yes, I love that smile check. You look gorgeous. Thank you for joining us. That's beautiful. So I love these volunteers because they have no idea what they signed up for. And we're going to do a hip check on them. So can we go and shake our hips to make sure the hips work? Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. All right, my man here is not moving his hips. My man here is not moving his hips. So we're going to put our hands on our hips. We're going to make sure the butt shakes. So shake it up. Shake it up. Thank you. Yes. I love that. We're going to have you right over here. And because you look so gorgeous, we're going to go, because, you know, women do this better than men. We're going to go twist the light bulb. Let's do that. Let's everyone do that. We're going to go twist the light bulb. Hey, how come my hips aren't shaking? We got to shake our hips too. That's right. And how about the other hand? Because, you know, we got to do both the light bulbs. And this is what I love, because I need to check if my men can do any household chores or not. So we're going to go clean the fan, everybody. And we're going to go clean the floor. Oh, you do not do any household chores. I saw that. He did not bend down enough. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to go twist the light bulb. We're going to go clean the fan. And down, we're going to go clean the floor. Thank you. And we're going to go shake our hips. I love those hips. I love those hips. Should we try the music and see how it works out? Please be smiling. Please be. I love your fake, cheesy, greasy smile. So yes, I love that. Sir, we are ready whenever you are.
जाके अपनी भैंस चराए
बस आज की रात है कल से वही से अपे है जी भर के नाच लो ना घर वाले ना माँ पे है जो पे अपना राज है डरने की क्या बात है ये तो बस शुरुआत है ये तो बस शुरुआत है
अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है पार्टी शुरू हुई है अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हुई है और जिसको डांस नहीं करना वो जाके अपनी भैंस चराए
Oh, once more. Is that what I heard? Once more? We're sweating and dying in the heat over here. But thank you all to our participants. And I want to give a big thank you to our dancers as well. And thank you. And I want to give a big thank to Lara Gates. Hopefully she can. Did you get to dance with us? Oh, you did not. I did not see you here. Maybe we do need a once more. But thank you for having us. Much, much appreciated. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Good evening and welcome to the 42nd Annual Rocky Mountain Emmy Awards. Please welcome to the stage your host for the evening, Gary Valentine.
Hey guys, I actually started my career in Bollywood dance. I pulled too many hammies, so I quit. Wasn't for me. How about a nice hand for the ladies, huh? And everybody that jumped in. You know, it's funny, every time I see a Bollywood dance, I think Rocky Mountain Emmy Awards right away. It's just right away, just Bollywood dance, Rocky Mountain Emmys. Well, anyway, obviously, I am your host. My name is Gary Valentine, and I'm probably best known for my 9 seasons as Cousin Danny on the show The King of Queens. I don't know if you've seen. Yeah, and everybody keeps asking me, you know, if Kevin James and I are real-life brothers. We are. We always have been. I saw him come out of my mother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, we're real-life brothers, and I was really excited, you know, when Laura and the gang asked me to host, and I asked them, I said, you know, what made you, you know, choose me, you know? And they said Clint Howard, Stephen Baldwin, and Frank Stallone were busy, so stung a little bit, but it's nice to be here anyway. We have, thank you. Thank you. We only have 3.5 more hours to go. Okay. My job is to probably, you know, hopefully get some laughs and keep you guys loose and keep it moving. And like I said, we got a great show. It's great. We have the Silver Circle Society people. It's really hard to say even slow. I don't know what the Silver Circle is, but I'm assuming if they, you know, with hard work and perseverance, in 4 years they'll get the gold, you know? Or become a silver slugger or something like that. I don't know. By the way, there are no speeches from the podium. That's what I was told. Apparently, the winners are unable to string together a sentence without writers, producers, multiple takes, and a teleprompter. Can you slow that down, please? I can't read the next part. Oh, right. Prizes. That was a little teleprompter joke. Thanks for getting that. I think you news people are smart. Anyway, we will be raffling off prizes tonight, and I'm told you need to be in the ballroom. You need to be in here in order to receive the prize. If not, it's mine, and it's up to you to find it on Craigslist in about a week. We also are on social media tonight. We will be live streaming on Facebook for old people. We'll be, thanks, I wrote that. And we will be on Apple TV for Mac people. And we'll be on Roku for old people. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the first category. You guys ready?
In the category Breaking News, the nominees are More Than a Grocery Store, ABC 15, Red for Ed, Arizona's Historic Teacher Walkout, KPNX 12 News, End of Watch, Trooper Endenhofer, KTVK, KPHO.
That's it? Yeah. And the Emmy goes to, they taught me how to do this in rehearsal. It's really easy, not complicated at all. Breaking news, more than a grocery store, ABC 15.
Katie, we just got done speaking with fire crews who tell us, thankfully, everybody made it out of that Safeway okay before those flames took over. The smoke was so intense here at one point, it blanketed the entire neighborhood. Tonight, we spoke with one man who was inside just moments before that roof came crashing down. Flames shooting from the roof. Dark smoke so high up, you could see it miles away.
In the category Religion, News Single Story, Series, Feature Program, Feature Segment, Program Special, the nominees are Peace in the Old Pueblo, KOLD TV, Ellen and Lacey, Arizona Public Media, Missionary Paintings, KUTV, Alterados por Cristo, Univisión, Arizona, Tributo a la Virgen de Guadalupe y sus Milagros, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
Gosh, I wish I spoke Spanish. Arizona. I love how she says that. De Cristo, Arizona. And the Emmy goes to Missionary Paintings, KUTV.
An escape from big city life in the small mountain town of Huntsville, home to J.R. Johansson for more than 40 years.
I love my little heaven out there.
A man who enjoys the simple life, especially in his backyard studio where he spends his retirement years painting.
I may get a little emotional.
But for J.R., these portraits are dear to them.
In the category Societal Concerns Program Special, the nominees are El Legado del Chapo, Arizona Bajo el Narco, Univisión, Arizona, Road to Recovery, KSL 5.
And the Emmy goes to, why do I hold it upside down every time? Road to Recovery, KSL TV. El Legado el Guapo Chapo.
Nobody wakes up one day and says, I hope I become a drug addict.
Addiction doesn't discriminate.
I feel guilty. I'm being around these people that are temple worthy and that are doing the right thing in life. And
Bueno, han pasado ya casi 2 semanas desde que el Chapo Guzmán fue encontrado culpable en Nueva York. Aún así, el cártel de Sinaloa continúa operando y traficando drogas en cantidades.
In the category Arts and Entertainment, Program or Special, the nominees are Teen Chef Pro, Season 5, Episode 5, Making Sense of Menu Creation, Real People Productions. Taste Utah, Season 5, Episode 8, Real People Productions. Newsmakers, The Best of Living Here, Local Artists, KRWG Public Media.
And the Emmy goes to Newsmakers, The Best of Living. Here, local artists, KRWG Public Media.
When I came to Las Cruces, we drove through miles and miles of desert, and then all of a sudden you come to this beautiful farm valley. So I felt very much at home, having grown up on a farm. And it was just beautiful with the mountains in the background. The Oregon mountains are fantastic. The light in New Mexico is clear, and the mountains are sharp and bright, and it makes the colors intense. It's just a magical place.
In the category Editor Sports, the nominees are Visuals, Sean Deloney, 2018 Edits, Phoenix Suns Broadcasting. The Mendez Mark, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network. Garrison Schott, Editor Composite, AT&T Sports Net.
That's my deal, sports. Okay, and the Emmy goes to Visuals, Sean Deloney. 2018, edits, Phoenix Suns.
How are you able to be so effective?
It's the wave.
You made that music.
Oubre, nice baseline reverse. To the ball fake line, Oubre. To whistle. And Oubre Jr. with his fingerprints all over this one tonight.
In the category Editor Program Non-News, the nominees are Best of Phoenix, KASW, Your Phoenix CW. Alexander Klein, Editor, Arizona PBS. This is the Place I Was Telling You About, Episode 1, Crepe Bar. Red Knight Media. Driven, Barrett Jackson, Behind the Scenes. Cox Media, Your View, Arizona. Mark versus the Mountain Edit Reel, KRQE. Legendary New Mexico, KRQE. This is the Place I Was Telling You About, Episode 2, Breadfruit and Rum Bar, Red Knight Media.
And the Emmy goes to Legendary New Mexico, KRQE, and Alexander Klein, Editor, Arizona PBS.
Stop me if you've heard this story. It's the late 1940s in rural New Mexico. A flying saucer allegedly crashes. The military is dispatched to recover the debris, and a cover-up of the incident ensues.
We're not talking about the Roswell incident. We're talking about its lesser-known cousin.
The Aztec story really begins in 1948, and immediately, of course...
You done? It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
In the category Photographer Program Non-News, the nominees are This is the Place I Was Telling You About, Episode 2, Breadfruit and Rum Bar, Red Knight Media.
And the Emmy goes to This is the Place I Was Telling You About, Episode 2, Breadfruit and Rum Bar, Visit Arizona and Red Knight Media.
Danielle Leone. I am the chef and co-owner of the Breadfruit and Rum Bar downtown Phoenix. I crack my knuckles. The Breadfruit and Rum Bar opened in 2008, about a decade ago. What we endeavor to do here is to marry what is
In the category Photographer News, Sports, the nominees are Photographer News and Sports, Univision, Arizona. Photojournalist Carlos Chavez, KPNX 12 News. Pal Norte, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. Storytelling with Sean Part 2, KSL 5. Wilson Photographer Composite, KSL 5. An Uncertain Future, Guatemalan Coffee Farmers and a Changing Climate, University of Arizona. Through the Lens of Mendez, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network. Tanner Seaworth Composite, KSL 5.
And the Emmy goes to An Uncertain Future, Guatemalan Coffee, Farmers and a Changing Climate, University of Arizona, and Pal Norte, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
Coffee is the second most traded commodity after oil.
Son responsables de cruzar el muro fronterizo con bultos de marihuana, heroína, cocaína, por mencionar algunas sustancias. En un juego de ajedrez, el burrero es como si fuera el peón, la primera pieza en dar paso adelante por el desierto. Se dirige hacia el norte, en donde aliados lo esperan.
And now, please welcome to the stage the president of the Rocky Mountain Southwest Chapter, Doug Mummert, and events chair, Teresa Marr.
Good evening, all you amazing and talented people.
Welcome to the 2019 Rocky Mountain Emmy Awards.
I think I'm losing my voice already, and I haven't even started. We're happy and honored to be here with you tonight. The heavy lifting of this event is accomplished throughout the year by our talented and hardworking Board of Governors and Executive Director Laura Gates. Teresa Mahar is your event chair. I always butcher your last name. It's very Mar. Teresa Mar is your event committee chair and led the effort to make all of this possible. Thank you, Teresa.
You are welcome.
Many of these folks are working hard behind the scenes right now, but we ask those in the room now to stand and be recognized from the board, please. Or put down your forks, whatever it takes. Thank you. You know, these are the board members that all of you elected to represent you and the Academy, so they're doing a great job for you. I can attest to that. In addition to this evening's events and the process leading up to them, one of our other priorities is to ensure that we have a diverse group of board members, inclusive of other markets outside of the Phoenix area, as well as from all corners of our industry and craft. Board elections are next month. So please let us know if you have any interest in serving, because we'd love to have you.
Absolutely. And another priority is to focus on our students, who are our future leaders and peers, through our educational programs, scholarships, and student production awards. To that end, we're just wrapping up forming our 501c3 for the Rocky Mountain Emmy Foundation, and we want to invite all of you to support our new foundation and the scholarships and educational programs.
An additional focus this year is to pay homage to and memorialize the history of our chapter and its members. Please check out our webpage, RockyMountainEmmy.org, to learn more about our history and the great people that helped us arrive where we are today. If you have additional information on any of the people listed, please let us know, because some of these people were actually working before all of us were born and before the internet, so it's hard to find out about them. We ask that all members of the Golden Circle Society, past chapter presidents, and the Chairman Emeritus of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, Mal Wingis, stand and be recognized tonight. So remember, tonight is all about you. We celebrate our nominees, recipients, and honorees. As a nominee, you have been recognized in excelling in your craft to create something that stands above the rest. On behalf of the entire Rocky Mountain Emmy Southwest chapter and your Board of Governors, we would like to congratulate you. Dinner and the show will run, hopefully, less than another 3 hours, so keep things on target, and we ask that you show respect for each other and maintain proper decorum. And we're going to try to keep politics out of it to keep the vibe on the positive side. So thank you.
That's right, and we have a full event planned with our very talented Gary Valentine as our host. If you can, we'd like to invite you to stay and join us for our after party, which is going to be located in the Castillo Room, which is the building right across from the front desk where you checked in, or if you didn't check in and you're not staying on property, right across from the front desk here. So it is a hosted after party. We really invite you to stay. I'm sure we'll all be celebrating together.
So let's get to some more Emmy Awards.
In the category Continuing Coverage, the nominees are Utah Mom Saves Son, Accused Spy from Foreign Jail, KSTU Fox 13. The Life and Legacy of John McCain, KPNX 12 News. Unraveling Hacienda Healthcare, KTVK, KPHO. The Alleged Terrorist Compound in Northern New Mexico, KOB Eyewitness News 4.
There are multiple recipients in this category. We have Unraveling Hacienda Healthcare and The Life and Legacy of John McCain.
First heard about what happened, what went through your mind?
How could it happen? And just anger and sadness, sick to my stomach.
This woman, familiar with what happened, has asked us to conceal her identity and voice. She says employees could not believe what was unfolding inside the victim's room.
How does this unlikely pair become friends?
I've asked myself the same question. But do you know what the answer is? That's just who he is.
And if John McCain fell in love with Arizona, Arizona fell in love with John McCain. He never lost. Never really very close.
In the category Education Schools New Single Story Series Feature Program Feature Segment Program Special, the nominees are Public Money for Private Education, Expanding School Vouchers, KTVK, KPHO, Aldea Navajo, Sacando la Cultura, Univision, Arizona. Utah spends tens of thousands of dollars on a reality show, KUTV. I'm Tired. Phoenix teacher fights to lead her classroom and Red for Ed, the Arizona Republic. Uncovered, alt-right beliefs and unprotected teachers, KUTV. Vote for NM Education, KOB, Eyewitness News 4. Why I Matter, KSL 5.
And we have multiple recipients in this category, which is no surprise with all that great talent. The first Rocky Mountain Emmy goes to Utah spends tens of thousands of dollars on a reality show, KUTV. And Uncovered, alt-right benefits and unproven teachers, unprotected teachers, KUTV. And a third one, Aldea Navajo, Sacando la Cultura, Univision, Arizona.
Saw the feta and the cucumber come out of the bag.
Teen Chef Pro.
Okay, what do we do with watermelon?
This week's culinary curveball
is a reality cooking show where Utah high school chefs compete for culinary college scholarships. And Braxton Gray thinks the show is a cut above.
I was really surprised.
I only understand that it impacted us like a bomb going off.
Catherine Voute is one of 7 Harriman High School mothers to lose their children during a cluster of suicides in the summer of 2017.
It's a loss to the entire world and community that these other children are taking their lives without understanding what is going on.
And on May
Escondido en el corazón de la reservación indígena más grande del país, situado en Page, Arizona, a casi unas 300 millas al norte de Phoenix, se encuentra un lugar no muy bien conocido por muchos, pero no de menos importancia.
In the category Sport Event Game Live Unedited, the nominees are Arizona Cardinals Preseason Football, Chargers versus Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network, Real Salt Lake versus LA Galaxy, KUTV.
And the Emmy goes to Arizona Cardinals Preseason Football, Chargers versus Cardinals Arizona Broadcast Network.
Goal from the 2. And it's Edmonds with nowhere to go. Great job breaking a tackle, though, keeping his feet alive. I don't think he got in, but man. Oh, he did get in. Touchdown. He went nowhere. Initially.
David, desperation is a wonderful master.
In the category Technology New Single Story Series Feature Program Feature Segment Program Special, the nominees are Marte Nuestra Próxima Casa, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. Driverless Cars, KSL 5. Communication Devices, Arizona, PBS. Nanotecnología, El Futuro Está Aquí, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. Catalyst, Shaping the Future, Arizona, PBS. Arma de Doble Filo, Univision, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to Catalyst, Shaping the Future, Arizona, PBS. And we have a second that goes to Nanotecnología. Ooh, that's a tough one. El Futuro Está Aquí, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
That was very good.
Dry ice, cold enough to hurt your skin, and it makes this kind of fog when it's wet or in humid air. Now, it's useful for keeping food cold and a lot of other things. I'm Professor Vanessa Ruiz, and this is Catalyst, Shaping the Future. Dry ice is carbon dioxide.
Para que tenga una perspectiva diferente, este sería un nanómetro si lo comparamos con la circunferencia del planeta Tierra. Así de pequeño es un nano y así de pequeños somos los seres humanos si nos comparamos con el universo.
In the category Writer Program Non-News, the nominees are Monzón Estado de Alerta, KTAZ Telemundo Arizona, Gateway Community College 50th Anniversary Program, Cox Media.
Forgive me for how I pronounce this. The Emmy goes to Monzón Estado de Alerta, Telemundo, Arizona.
Las temperaturas se incrementan. Las amenazas están que arden. La humedad se yergue rápidamente, avivando a los diferentes sistemas meteorológicos que se enfrentan, como en una guerra de titanes. Violento choque atmosférico, del que se desencadena el monzón estado de alerta.
In the category Writer News, the nominees are The Right Stories That Hit Home, KTVK, KPHO. Leon Felipe Gonzalez, writer, Univision, Arizona. Looked Good on Paper, 7, KSL 5. Mark Curtis, writer, KPNX 12 News. 6 Million Voices, KTVK, KPHO. Heather's Highlights, KOLD TV.
Another multiple recipient category. The Right Stories That Hit Home. And Mike Hedrick, Looked Good on Paper, 7. And Leon Felipe Gonzalez. Congratulations.
I don't match what people have in terms of expectations.
What if all of this sound is just silence? For Natalie Alloway, it is.
Tell you what, when it comes to love stories, this one is a classic. Boy meets girl, they fall in love. She says yes, they both say I do, and off to happily ever after. But here's the thing, the guy they hired to photograph it all,
I'm starting to think he's not even a photographer.
well, let's just say there's
Esta es solo una de las más de 18,000 sobredosis que se han registrado en Arizona desde que el Departamento de Salud comenzó a contabilizarlas hace 20 meses. Es muy probable que ni un muro en la frontera ni la reciente declaración.
All right, now it's time to acknowledge the first inductee to our Silver Circle Society this evening.
The Silver Circle Society is made up of the truly best and brightest in our business. These are people that we're all proud to know, who inspire others and are a shining example of everything the business should be.
They span all the areas of our business, from the studio to the field and even capture. Our first inductee this evening can't be with us due to an illness in the family, but we would still like to honor Charlie Barnes.
1980s.
Tear down this wall.
Reaganomics held sway as the Berlin Wall crumbled. New computer technologies emerged, and MTV reshaped pop culture. But something more historic happened in March 1980. No, not that. It was the month KGGM, now KRQE News 13, hired Marietta Charlie Barnes. Why Charlie, you ask? Her aunt said she was clumsy as a teen and began calling her Charlie Brown. The name stuck. For the past 39 years, Charlie has worn many hats at the station. From production to videotape, graphics, master control, audio, and director. Just imagine the tape format she's worked with.
You know, brother, there's more electricity in here than Madison Square Garden, man.
Charlie produced local telethons raising thousands in the fight against muscular dystrophy. She was and is a tough but fair director, known for her phrase, "There is no crying in TV," and always expecting the best from everyone. And Charlie enjoys sharing the bounty, whether it's a coffin full of candy at Halloween or the endless table of cookies she bakes at Christmas. We are all chunkier now. Thank you, Charlie, for the years of faithful service and being an inspiration to all of us who have the pleasure of working with you.
Our time passages. Buy me a ticket on the last train home tonight.
Larry Barker will be accepting for Charlie. He's a colleague that's worked with Charlie for many years. So Larry, a Silver Circle member himself, and gold too, or just silver?
Just that old.
Oh,
You've got
he
time.
says he's not that old. Let's take a vote. Thank you very much.
Charlie was very disappointed that she couldn't make it, but she had a family emergency that called her away, and so she asked me to accept this award for her. Now, many of you, most of you, really don't know Charlie Barnes. You don't get an opportunity to see her dedicated hard work because it's all behind the scenes. It's on the other side of the camera. But those of us who have worked with her at KRQE for all these years know that her dedicated hard work and her skills really represent the heart and soul of the KRQE news operation. Charlie just wants you to know that she's honored and humbled to be inducted in the Silver Circle. She thanks you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Rocky Mountain Southwest Board member Danielle Lerner and Awards Chair Mark Rita.
Good evening, everyone. It is great to see all of you here tonight as we honor and recognize true excellence. Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
As the voice said, I'm Danielle Lerner. I work with ABC 15, and I've been in news almost 12 years now. I've been submitting my work probably about that long. But this is my first year on the Board of Governors and specifically the awards committee. Mark is our awards chair, and I have to say, I had absolutely no idea what went into this process to make this happen. Mark and the committee put in so many hours making sure that every single entry gets a fair shot. It is a very long process to get here that started way back in January.
Yes, it's a labor of love, most days. Some days it's just labor, but it's very important because as a committee, we reviewed every single entry again this year before sending your work out to be judged by other chapters. It's a process that is time-consuming, but well worth it.
And then after that, every single entry was reviewed by at least 7 qualified peer judges on a scale of excellence.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank Connie Harmson of Henry and Horn, who once again reviewed and verified the judges' votes this year. Connie, are you over there?
Oh, right here.
Oh, there you are. Stand up, Connie.
Yeah.
With more than 1,000 entries, the competition was stiff. But in this room tonight are the cream of the crop. Let's announce the next Emmy recipients.
In the category Informational or Instructional, the nominees are Plate and Pour, featuring Taco Cello, Arizona PBS, The Majesty of Music and Math, KNME, New Mexico PBS.
And the Emmy goes to The Majesty of Music and Math, New Mexico, PBS.
In the category Newscast, Daytime or Evening, Smaller Markets, the nominee is News 11 Early Edition, Crisis on the Border, KYMA NBC News 11.
And the Emmy goes to News 11 Early Edition, Crisis on the Border, KYMA NBC News 11.
Since I traveled by train, we had to face hunger.
We were approximately 3,000 people.
We traveled from border town to border town. We first started in Tijuana, then Mexicali, San Luis Rio, Colorado, and finally Nogales, Sonora, to give you a closer look on the humanitarian crisis taking place along the border.
Someone looks for work.
In the category Promotion, Program, Campaign, the nominees are One of Us, KASW, Your Phoenix CW. Feel the Game, Fox Sports Arizona. This Means More, Utah Jazz, AT&T Sportsnet.
We have two recipients, One of Us, KASW, Your Phoenix CW, and This Means More, Utah Jazz, AT&T Sports Networks.
Look at you, connoisseur of cuisine, prince of provisions. Second breakfast is your favorite meal of the day. Do mayonnaise and Chinese food go together? You bet they do. You often wonder what inedible objects taste like. And how long has that Cheeto been in the couch? Does it?
The path, I guess, I took to get here is very different.
Joe Ingles, yeah! He's got a laser.
When I got here to Utah, I just kind of, I guess, treated it as the last chance, and I wasn't going to let it go.
Jingling Joe, he is on fire, boy.
I think that's why I play the way I play as well, is that I'm not going to...
In the category Audio, Live or Post-Production, the nominees are Utah Gymnastics, a Red Rock Retrospective, KUED. Turning Classical Music Inside Out, Arizona Horizon Segment, Arizona PBS. ASU Symphony Orchestra featuring Michelle Nam, piano, Arizona PBS.
And we have two recipients in this category. First, Utah Gymnastics, a Red Rock Retrospective, KUED TV, and ASU Symphony Orchestra featuring Michelle Nam, piano, Arizona PBS.
The story of the University of Utah Gymnastics team is one of success, built from the ground up. A legacy of achievement, from vault to bars, beam to floor. The Utes have qualified to compete in nationals every year, earning 10 national championships.
In the category Director Non-Live Post-Produced, the nominees are This Is the Place I Was Telling You About, Episode 2, Breadfruit and Rum Bar, Red Knight Media. This Is the Place I Was Telling You About, Episode 1, Crepe Bar, Red Knight Media. An Uncertain Future, Guatemalan Coffee Farmers and a Changing Climate, University of Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to An Uncertain Future, Guatemalan Coffee Farmers and a Changing Environment, University of Arizona.
Most of Guatemala is rain-fed agriculture. Coffee, sugar cane, all the vegetables we produce, they are entirely related to precipitation. Every time we have a drought, it hits these populations really hard.
Millions of people are
In the category Director, Short Form, Promos, PSAs, Commercials, Opens, etc., the nominees are NBAZ Image 2019, Cox Media, ASU Basketball, Here We Come, True Story Films, Gorilla, Halloween Surprise, Phoenix Suns, Broadcasting, P.F. Chang's Farm to Walk, Lettuce, Cultivator Content Labs, Live Your $1 Million Fantasy, Flock of Pixels.
And we have 2 recipients in this category. ASU Basketball, Here We Come, Arizona State University, and Live Your $1 Million Fantasy, OH Partners.
I make it plain as how I feel. And when you hear the sound of the drum, we'll be saying, here we come. Yeah, here we come. Hey, here we come. Hey, here we come. Here we come.
What's your $1 million fantasy? Paying off your bills? A destination vacation? Oh, a playpen of fun! Whatever it is, you can live it with the Fantasy 5 $1 million giveaway. From now until August 31st, every
In the category Talent, Performer, Narrator, the nominees are Battle Over Bears Ears, Composite, KUED, Raising Buchanan Trailer, Phoenix Film Festival, World Premiere, Cheeseboard Productions.
And the Emmy goes to Battle Over Bears Ears, Composite, KUED.
The human stories began around 13,000 years ago. Clovis people hunted mammoth here. Centuries later, ancient Puebloans would build their rock homes and sacred kivas on the canyon walls. Southern Paiutes, Utes, and Navajo would settle here and call it home. And ruts in the rock still show the grueling path of Mormon pioneers.
All right, we have another Silver Circle induction to do, and the Silver Circle really is such an accomplishment. Mark, you know what that takes, as you were inducted a few years ago. I know I'm late, but congratulations.
Well, thank you, Danielle. It was a great moment for me and an incredible honor to be included in this very illustrious group. It's not only about excellence in broadcasting, but also about giving back to the community and to the future of our industry. It is my honor to introduce our next inductee into the Silver Circle.
A bear can pound on this, a bear can chew on this, and he still wouldn't be able to get in this can.
Whether it's a feature about fighting off furry fiends or covering the trials of our times, as a journalist, Jay Crandall has always hit the ground running. His first day on the job was the day Evan Meekum was elected governor, and he hasn't stopped since. He both produced newscasts and served as a reporter for major breaking news stories, including live coverage from New Orleans in the wake of Hurricane Katrina.
All along this stretch of Highway 11, you'll find bits and pieces of people's lives strewn along the side of the road.
Good morning from News Channel 3.
Jay was the producer of KTVK's first morning show, introducing elements that would later serve as the template for Good Morning Arizona. Jay also launched 3TV's first political program, Politics Unplugged.
I want to start with the Gila River Arena.
And he has produced a number of Emmy-nominated and Emmy-winning specials. Jay also helped lead 3TV's transition into digital editing. He produced Fast-Paced, Celebrity.
What did you whisper to Matthew in that bathtub?
I whispered something different every single take, and I'm not going to tell you.
Lifestyle.
In bold, bright colors.
And fashion news stories.
Winter White is red hot.
His work introducing new musicians.
I know what you're doing.
And interviewing top movie stars.
What drew you to this role?
I like the
the story of the film.
Not only helped define the station's signature style, but it inspired colleagues who moved on to produce nationally syndicated shows.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jay Crandall.
Currently, Jay works as a public information officer for the city of Glendale, where he continues to enterprise and produce
And we're going to do the one swoop around.
stories for Glendale media. And he still sees himself first and foremost as a journalist bringing viewers valuable information to enrich their lives.
Bye, Pete. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the Natus Rocky Mountain Southwest Silver Circle Committee and the Board of Governors. I'm honored to be included in such an esteemed group. I'm also honored to be here tonight with the Glendale media team. Sue Breding, who was one of the first people I met when I started in television. She worked already in Anchorage Channel 3. Of course, I did not know at the time that she would become a mentor and ultimately my boss, but most importantly, a friend, someone who not only encourages, but also celebrates other people's success. Mike Harris, who put my video together, I had the good fortune to receive my first Emmy nomination with Mike for a special we did together, and he remains a good friend and a consummate professional. And Louis Jacinto, who was nominated for an Emmy tonight. I would also like to thank my friend Jessica Parsons from 3TV. Every time I've doubted myself, Jessica has been the one to say, you can do it, so thank you. Thank you to Bruce for just always being there. You know, I don't know where 30 years goes. It seems like just yesterday I walked into Phil Alvidrez's office as a production assistant and asked to produce Channel 3's first morning show, and he gave me that opportunity. So thanks to Bill Miller, Phil Alvidrez, Dennis O'Neill, and so many others at Channel 3 for the opportunity, the guidance, and the freedom to become a creative storyteller and the chance to help create some of the signature elements of Channel 3 and Arizona's family. You know, for those of you who are producers, it's sometimes hard to explain to people not in this business what you do. You ask if they saw your story or your show, and they're like, no, I didn't see you on TV. And you explain, well, I wasn't actually on TV, but I went out and I put that story together, or I built that show. But they so often equate what they see with the person presenting it. So thanks to the Natus board for recognizing and honoring everyone who plays a part in doing what we do. Whether it's playing our crucial role in democracy, celebrating the triumphs of the human spirit, or exploring the wonders of our world. I'm honored to be included in a group of true pioneers in this industry, people who have changed the face of television, not just in this region, not just in the United States, but around the world. And I'm humbled to know that my peers feel my work in some small way has also made a difference. I feel so lucky to have worked in this industry, to have found this career, and to have worked with so many great journalists. And I could not be luckier than I am tonight to be here and included in this elite group. Thank you so much.
Please welcome back to the stage Gary Valentine.
How we doing, guys? Food good? A little bit of an update. I walked outside and there was this moisture coming from above. We're in Arizona, baby. That doesn't happen. All right, let's move it along.
In the category Feature News Report, Serious Feature, or Serious Series, the nominees are Trapped in Her House, KUTV, The .05 Experiment, KSTU Fox 13, Shot and Left for Dead, Desiree Turner's Story of Survival, KSTU Fox 13, Pal Norte, KTAZ Telemundo Arizona, The Life, the Fight Against Sex Trafficking, KOB, Eyewitness News 4, Kids in Court, KTVK, KPHO, Violins of Hope, KTVK, KPHO, Recovery, KSL 5.
And the Emmy goes to Kids in Court, KTVK, and Pal Norte, KTAZ Telemundo Arizona.
President Trump signed an order stopping those family separations, but shelters and immigration courts are left dealing with thousands of children. Over the past few weeks, I've been going to juvenile immigration court right here in Phoenix. No cameras are allowed inside, so the public really can't see what goes on. Our goal here is not to debate White House.
Son responsables de cruzar el muro fronterizo con bultos de marihuana, heroína, cocaína, por mencionar algunas sustancias. En un juego de ajedrez, el burrero es como si fuera el peón. La primera pieza en dar paso adelante por el desierto. Se dirige hacia el norte, en donde aliados lo esperan.
In the category Environment New Single Story Series Feature Program, the nominees are Arizona Wildlife Views 2018 Show 5, Arizona Game and Fish, An Unnatural Wonder, Arizona Republic, Secret Recycling Backlog, KOB, Eyewitness News 4. So this mattress is going to be recycled, right? KSL 5. An Uncertain Future, Guatemalan Coffee Farmers and a Changing Climate, University of Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to An Unnatural Wonder, the Arizona Republic. And so this mattress is going to be recycled, right? KSL 5.
What looks like a wilderness actually has a very controlled and human-dominated core to it.
If you ask about it...
What is that fee for?
It's a recycling fee.
Now pause there, okay? You heard that, right? A recycling fee.
We take them to the recyclers, and if they don't take them, then it's handled separately up here.
So if it truly is a recycling fee...
There's another mattress.
See all those mattresses right there?
And another mattress.
How come every time...
In the category Societal Concerns New Single Story Series Feature Program Feature Segment, the nominees are The Secret Prison Uprising, KRQE, Medical Debt Forgiveness, KUTV, Fentanyl's Fatal Fallout, KTVK, KPHO, Becoming Rachel, KPNX, 12 News, Alimentos Sin Fronteras, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona, La Luz a Través de la Oscuridad, Univisión, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to Medical Debt Forgiveness, KUTV, and Alimentos Sin Fronteras, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
Debt is a crushing reality for millions of Americans.
Tonight, our Matt Gephardt investigates to show us how this vicious cycle leaves hundreds of thousands of people bankrupt, but there also might be a way out. Matt?
Yeah, Mark and Shawnee, debt, of course, something that nobody wants, but medical debt can be especially traumatic for folks. Something unexpected happens, a disease, perhaps a heart.
Son frutas y verduras que viajaron desde México, que aunque no cuentan con una apariencia perfecta, pueden ser consumidos. Y en la lucha contra el despilfarro y el hambre, nació Borderlands.
Tenemos la obligación, no se pierda la comida. Y si esta comida es tan nutritiva...
In the category Sports Daily or Weekly Program, the nominees are Cardinals Locker Room, KPNX 12 News, Clubhouse Access, D-Backs Spring Episode 2, Whole Squad Ready, Arizona Diamondbacks, DBTV Productions, Cardinals Flight Plan, Own the Room, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network, Clubhouse Access, D-Backs Spring Episode, D-Backs in Mexico, Arizona Diamondbacks, DBTV Productions, Clubhouse Access, D-Backs Spring Episode, The Countdown to Opening Day Continues, Arizona Diamondbacks, DBTV Productions.
Cardinals Locker Room, really? And the Emmy goes to... Hold on, I broke it. Cardinals Flight Plan, Own the Room, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network.
You good? Okay, Reg, appreciate you. Congrats, man.
Guys, there's going to be a trade.
Okay, send it in.
It's going to be Josh Rosen, quarterback, UCLA.
I'm going to call him right now.
We're going to get on the phone with him, and then I'll call you back. How many minutes do we have?
7 minutes. Okay, I'll call you back.
In the category Craft Specialty Musical Composition Arrangement, the nominees are Femininity, The New Sexy, Fusion 360, Oh See Me, Christopher Productions, Winter in Santa Fe, Media Slinger, Fusion 360, The Factory, Fusion 360, Robert J. DeBry and Associates, Dance the Wookiee, Fusion 360.
And the Emmy goes to Oh See Me, Christopher Productions. I say that right?
A blood vessel of sorts stemmed from this house that was connected with the whole world, all humanity, and especially with the people involved with the ancient culture of the Tajik nation. Tajik culture and language, and the Persian language.
And now, from your Board of Governors, Lindsay Reiser and Trustee Bob Adlock.
I know all these people right here. Okay, hold on a second. This is kind of a time-honored tradition. Ready? Now, the biggest reason I did that is because Lindsay here is the chair of our social media committee and would like to implore all of you to do a few things tonight.
First of all, when Bob asked me to do that, I did not realize how much work it would be. Second of all, we would love for you guys to follow our pages on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And tonight, please post your pictures and tag us. Also, use the hashtag RockyEmmy.
All right, let's get it rolling.
In the category Teen 13 and Up, New Single Story Series, Feature Program, Feature Segment, Program Special, the nominees are Teen Chef Pro Signature Style, Real People Productions, A Solid Blended Foundation, KTVK, KPHO, It Takes a Community, KSL 5, Isabella's Recovery, KPNX 12 News.
And the Emmy goes to, we have multiple recipients in the category, A Solid Blended Foundation, KTVK, and It Takes a Community, KSL 5.
Thank for turning him into a viral sensation. Specifically, his dad's very positive reaction to seeing his son put on makeup.
It's an awesome story you're about to see tonight, and it's about a parent's total acceptance here. But we wanted to know if that's normal or if what you're about to see is an exception. Jared Dillingham with a 3TV.
When he gets home from work, that's usually the first thing he does.
It's something he's done for more than 25 years.
Brandon is known for his smile and his wave.
You've heard that laugh.
For someone who can't talk, he is the most...
In the category Editor News, the nominees are Prime Cuts, KSL 5, Thomas Garcia, News Editor, KRQE, Everywhere A to Z, KPNX 12 News, Good Taste, KSL 5, Fentanilo Sobredosis, Univisión, Arizona, Pal Norte, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to, we have 2 recipients in this category. This is going to get some applause. Pal Norte, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona, and Prime Cuts, KSL 5.
Son responsables de cruzar el muro fronterizo con bultos de marihuana, heroína, cocaína, por mencionar algunas sustancias. En un juego de ajedrez, el burrero es como si fuera el peón, la primera pieza en dar paso adelante por el desierto. Se dirige hacia el norte, en donde aliados lo esperan.
Few avenues
The finest place in Salt Lake.
offer a spin down memory lane, quite like a bowling alley. Here, the past is always present.
Since August of 1950.
In the category Graphic Arts, Graphics Animation, the nominees are Stomp the Bus, 3D Sparky, Copper Post. AT&T Sportsnet Utah Jazz On-Air Graphics, AT&T Sportsnet. Sneaky Big Graphics Composite, Sneaky Big Studios. Choose Your Dream, Chandler Unified School District. GOHS Pedestrian Safety Campaign, Cox Media. Meteorologist Juan Gonzalez, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. Monzón Estado de Alerta, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. Inium Capital Group, The Energy Revolution, Fusion 360.
And the Emmy goes to multiple recipients: Choose Your Dream, Chandler Unified School District, and Stomp the Bus, 3D Sparky, Arizona State University, and Monzón Estado de Alerta.
When I grow up, I want to write a symphony. I want to be a robotics engineer. I'll fly a robot into space. I want to be an author. I'll write chapter books.
I'll be a paleontologist so I can discover new dinosaurs.
Las temperaturas se incrementan. Las amenazas están que arden. La humedad se yergue rápidamente, avivando a los diferentes sistemas meteorológicos que se enfrentan, como en una guerra de titanes. Violento choque atmosférico.
In the category Lighting, Location, or Studio, the nominees are Femininity, The New Sexy, Fusion 360. All of the Lights, Volume 2, Phoenix Suns Broadcasting.
So since Stomp the Bus just won, how about those Sun Devils tonight? And the Emmy goes to... She just said how well this was going, and now I can't open this. All of the Lights, Volume 2, Phoenix Suns Broadcasting.
In the category News Producer, the nominees are Digging Deep, Chronicles of a News Producer, KUTV, Maverick, Monsoon, and Mighty Walkout, ABC 15, Producing the Investigation, KUTV, Casey Botteller, News Producer, KPNX 12 News, Michelle Parks, News Producer, KPNX 12 News.
And the Emmy goes to Maverick, Monsoon, and Mighty Walkout, ABC 15.
Tonight, we, Arizona, remember you, Senator, the fighter, the prisoner of war, the survivor.
I know how to fight. I know how to make peace.
The valiant veteran, the recipient of a Purple Heart.
I know who I am and what I want to do.
The maverick of our Senate, the protector of our armed services, the hopeful candidate for president.
I'm not running for president to be somebody, but to do something.
Through it all.
In the category Video Journalist, the nominees are Mi Lente, Mi Micrófono y Yo, Univision, Arizona. Max Gordon Video Journalist Composite, KTVK, KPHO, Explorando las Cataratas de Havasu Pai, Univision, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to Max Gordon, Video Journalist Composite, KPHO, KTVK.
Sale signs hang in the windows at a store where the issue of price,
$194.39,
has never been premium.
Just treat a guy nice.
Because there's some things you can't discount.
This business, my 66th year.
Like a lifetime of experience working in the clothing business.
I was a made man. The only problem is I had to bring a note from my mother because I was in 5th grade.
Back when selling a suit.
In the category Writer, Short Form, Promos, PSAs, Commercials, Opens, etc., the nominees are 12 Days of Fitzmas, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network. Raising Buchanan Trailer, Phoenix Film Festival, World Premiere, writer Bruce Dellis, Cheeseboard Productions. Robert G. DeBry and Associates, Shania, Fusion 360. The One with the Mountain, Northern Arizona University.
And the Emmy goes to, we have 2 recipients in this category. The 12 Plays of Fitzmas, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network, and Raising Buchanan Trailer, Phoenix Film Festival, world premiere writer Bruce Dellis.
On the 12th play of Fitzmas, the Cardinals came to me.
Going deep, he's got Fitzgerald.
The first of many catches we've seen.
The leaping catch at the 45-yard line of the Cardinals.
On the 11th play.
Hey, did anybody find a wallet?
I'll go check in the back. That's it?
Everything go okay this week? Any episodes?
No, pretty good week.
How about your work? You missing any time from your work?
No, work's fine. Donuts aren't real challenging.
But it pays the bills.
In the category Arts Entertainment Program Feature Segment, the nominees are Demogorgon versus UVDT, UVU Studios and Broadcast Services. Rainier, Arizona Public Media. A Million Dreams, Color Red Media. UVU Dance Team, Soldier, UVU Studios and Broadcast Services. Voice Line, Halloween Medley, UVU Studios and Broadcast Services.
Well, I've seen Stranger Things. There are 2 recipients. The Emmys go to Voice Line, Halloween Medley, UVU Studios and Broadcast Services, and Demogorgon versus UVDT, UVU Studios and Broadcast Services.
There's something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! If there's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
In the category Human Interest Program Special, the nominees are Taste Bud Memories, Cool Genie Pictures, Miracles from Elsie, KSL 5, Beehive Stories Starting Over, KBYU 11, and Brigham Young University.
And the Emmy goes to Beehive Stories Starting Over, KBYU 11, and Brigham Young University.
We were just, vacationing, and we stayed in Panguitch 2 days in 1991, and Marianaine was on a sale, and, my wife bumped into it, the owner, and at that time I thought it was a crazy idea because I had a job.
It's time to honor the next of our Silver Circle inductees tonight, and our next one is truly one of the unique voices in Arizona media for the last at least 25 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Sauceda.
At Arizona PBS, we pride ourselves on telling stories that impact our community. We do it all with a very small newsroom of dedicated professionals, and for 30 years, Mike Sauceda has been a driving force of our success.
Growing up as one of 10 children in Eloy, Arizona, Mike Sauceda found a way to make himself heard through radio.
I swear, I think Mike has worked at every news radio station in town, sometimes more than once, sometimes simultaneously while working at other places.
He works non-stop.
I don't know how he found the time to like get out of bed.
In 1990, Mike started as a producer and reporter at Horizon on Arizona PBS. In that role, he's led coverage of some of the biggest stories in the state.
So his personality is very calm. He does not freak out.
He was a pretty calm, cool cookie.
And in news, it can be a tough business. Not with Mike. He's always very even-keeled. He's great to work with.
One of Mike's best assets, his knowledge of the people and history of Arizona.
Mike has one of the best, the old phrase Rolodex. He knows how to contact people. He knows where everybody is.
You can say, hey, I need somebody for X, Y, or Z, and he goes, right? And he can find the X, Y, and Z.
But as much time as Mike spends working, he's equally dedicated to his family.
Mike always makes the plan to have family meal night. And he's on the phone trying to organize people's schedules, trying to gather people to where the place they need to eat. He always makes a point to get them together.
Mike is an amazing worker, but he's an even more amazing man.
Mike, congratulations on your Silver Circle Award, being the Silver Voice of Horizonte. I'm very grateful, and all my congratulations to you.
I like to say that Mike Sauceda knows where all the bodies are buried and where all the secrets are kept around town. It's another way of saying that Mike's been around the block. He's worked a lot of years at a lot of places doing a lot of things. And I know I speak for everyone here at Arizona Horizon in saying, congratulations, Mike.
Good evening, everyone. I'm glad we get to celebrate tonight because, you know, we all work very hard in this business. All of us always have deadlines. You know how it is. And if I sound a little nasal, I'm sorry, I'm working on a cold. But one of the things I like to do when I'm not working is learn about science, and I'll read about quantum mechanics, superstring theory, things like that. And so my wife, Mary, I'll talk to her about that, and she patiently listens. But she said, do not talk about strings. And I said, what do you mean? You know, that sci-fi stuff. And oh, superstring theory? She said, yeah. I said, why? Because it's boring. So no superstring theory talk for me tonight. Before tonight, I took a look at some of the people who are in the Silver Circle. And, you know, being here a long time, I recognize many of the names. Our host, Michael Grant and Ted Simons, the old host of Horizon and our current host, they're in that Silver Circle. And incredibly talented people, and I'm just grateful to be a part of that group. And you know, this is an achievement that none of us reach alone. As you saw in the video, I grew up in a family of 10, and all of us went on to success. My dad built an adobe house, and that's where we grew up in Eloy. Got a chance in the big city, cool radio, KTAR, KJazz, Skyview Satellite Radio, and Channel 8, and I'm grateful to all the people who gave me that shot. And I'm also grateful for the very talented colleagues I work with. And I sometimes look around at work and think, wow, these people are super smart, they're talented, they have experience. People like Elisa Adams, and thanks for nominating me, Elisa. Our host, Ted Simons, Jose Cardenas, Jeff Scott, a colleague from Skyview Satellite, Shauna Fisher, Lardy Fernandez, Scott Olson, many others. I could go on and on with that. And of course, as you saw in the video, family is very important to me. I'd like to thank my wife, Mary, for being here tonight, and the support from her and her children, Catherine and Cecilia, who of course became my kids when we got married. And I think the success continue on into the future with my children, with Mike, who's here, a Glendale police officer, and my daughter, Andrea, who is a teacher and now works at Ottawa University. They, along with their spouses, Jesse and Robert, are passing that attitude of success on to their kids. And of course, I can't end without thanking the NATIS board members who voted to include me in this circle. I'm very grateful. Thank you all.
And now, from the Rocky Mountain Southwest Board of Governors, please welcome Dan Barr and Donna Rossi.
Good evening. It's no coincidence that they put me up here with an attorney just in case I get out of hand tonight.
You're always out of hand, Donna. Am I supposed to read this?
No, I think
it says Dan and Donna award 6 categories. Okay, let's go. So we'll award first for team coverage.
Do it.
So roll the tape. Or somebody roll the tape.
In the category Team Coverage, the nominees are Honoring Arizona's Maverick, KTVK, KPHO. KUTV Team Coverage, Weather Worn Day, KUTV. El Chapo, Culpable, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to, I'll let Donna read it since she brought her glasses.
There are multiple winners. KUTV team covers Weather, Worn Day, and El Chapo, Culpable.
We're here 24/7, 7 days a week, doesn't matter. If it's storming, we're here.
2 News live team coverage.
Some of the worst avalanche danger in years. New at 6 will talk to an expert about why this storm is wreaking so much havoc on the backcountry.
19 cars rescued, all for free. Only on 2 News, see what inspired this good Samaritan.
El traficante más poderoso de México, experto en escaparse de las autoridades, estuvo en la silla de los acusados. 56 testigos presentó la fiscalía, solo uno la defensa. Hoy llegó a su término. El jurado fue implacable.
In the category Politics, Government, Program Special, the nominees are Arizona 360, El Paso Roadshow, Arizona Public Media. The Phoenix Mayoral Debate, KPNX 12 News. Politics Unplugged, Remembering John McCain, KTVK, KPHO.
Dan?
And the Emmy goes to Arizona 360, El Paso Roadshow, Arizona Public Media.
Look at life on the border across state lines.
Pivotal moments in U.S.-Mexican history happened here in El Paso.
How the president's calls for border security are being heard.
I was very upset and disillusioned by our president.
Now that the border wall is up, I think it has made a difference.
And areas vulnerable to illegal crossings and smuggling.
The infrastructure is not there for them like it is in other parts of Cochise County.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of Arizona 3.
In the category Sports One-Time Special, the nominee is Trayectoria Cardenales, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network.
Well, there's mystery here.
And the Emmy goes to Trayectoria Cardenales, Arizona Cardinals Football Club.
Va a ser un intento de gol de campo de 48 yardas. Viene la entrega, viaja la patada. Y la patada no entró, no entró. Se jaló hacia la derecha. Los Cardinales de Arizona ganan el partido.
That's my last game. I love all of you.
In the category Weather News Single Story or News Feature, the nominees are Hot Mail, KSL 5, Storm Damage, KSL 5, Clearing the Pass, KSL 5.
And the Emmy goes to
Storm Damage, KSL 5.
His house looks okay. Randall figures they're lucky.
It could have wiped out the front half of my house pretty easily.
The Salt Lake City work crew got busy turning that tree into more manageable pieces.
Yeah, these guys are good.
This same scene has been playing out all over the city. The Urban Forestry Division says they'll still be finding damage for weeks and fixing it into the summer. The director says he can't recall a similar situation in at least 10 years.
I'm glad I don't have a tree like that next to me.
In the category Newscast Morning Larger Markets 1 through 49, the nominees are La Histórica Marcha de Red for Ed, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. Arizona Snowmageddon 2019, KTVK, KPHO. Good Morning Arizona, KTVK, KPHO. Today in Arizona, the death of a young DPS trooper, KPNX 12 News. ABC 15 Mornings, ABC 15.
And the winner is, or I shouldn't say that, the Emmy goes to, I'm sorry. Today in AZ, the death of a young DPS trooper, KPNX 12 News.
Breaking news this morning on 12 Today, an overnight tragedy. A rookie DPS trooper shot and killed. We are tracking the very latest.
That shooting shutting down traffic on the I-10. How you can navigate around those closures this morning.
Another day of record-breaking heat. A reminder of just how dangerous those temperatures can be.
And we are following breaking news this morning. Thank you for joining us. A shooting along the 10 late last night has left one DPS trooper dead. Another one.
In the category Business Consumer News Single Story Series Feature Program Feature Segment Program Special, the nominees are 4 Investigates Body Brokers, KOB, Eyewitness News 4, Rattlesnake Acres, KRQE. Okay, everybody, say cheese, KSL 5. Do Not Call Larry Barker, KRQE. La Muerte el Negocio de los Vivos, Univisión, Arizona. El Arte de Cuponear, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
Okay, Donna, you have these.
And the Emmy goes to multiple recipients. Do Not Call Larry Barker, KRQE-TV, and El Arte de Cuponear, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
The problem is that you can't make unsolicited robo-sales phones.
It takes us a year to investigate the backgrounds of all those phone solicitors. We were able to document the identity of nearly a dozen illegal telemarketers peddling everything from solar panels to vacation.
Explicamos nosotros a cuánto están en la tienda, que es el precio que está en especial, y luego el cupón que usamos.
Es que cualquier persona puede ser experta en descuentos. Además de los cupones en papel, también se pueden usar ofertas.
One of the best parts of this evening is getting to hear from our Silver Circle inductees. And Dan and I have the honor of inducting our latest Silver Circle inductee. And Dan, you had a little something to do with this inductee.
I was one of the people who nominated Gina. It was an easy nomination to do. Gina is one of the people who makes a station run in every aspect possible. And so it's our great honor to be up here and induct Gina Santiago into the Silver Circle Society.
Reminiscing about her beginnings at Univisión, Arizona, Gina Santiago has had many memorable moments since she started on December 4th, 1989.
Diciembre 4, 1989, mi primer día en Univisión, Arizona, fue ese día.
It's been about 28, 29 years since I met this little skinny girl, small, shy, that came into the office. As part of a program with a whole bunch of other students, a morning show that was going to go live.
From directing in the studio to producing a successful morning show to winning Emmys for producing and editing, Gina has been an essential part of election coverage, special sweep stories, and an overall brand ambassador for Univisión, Arizona during her tenure. Gina has worked with network talent, interviewed famous international artists, and was even a popular character on the show Teledia. Congratulations, Gina.
So Gina, congratulations on this well-received recognition. It's been 28, 29 years, and I don't think there's anyone in this town that has contributed more to Spanish television, to our community, than you have done.
On behalf of the Univision family, we would like to congratulate Gina Santiago for being inducted into the Silver Circle Society. What a huge honor, and I don't know anybody who deserves it more than you, Gina. And we would also like to thank you for almost 30 years with the Univision Arizona family.
Congratulations, Gina Santiago, for this very well-deserved recognition. I'm always saying that you are an excellent professional, but a better person.
Yes, congratulations for being inducted into the Silver Circle Society. We're so proud of you. Felicidades, Gina.
All the best.
Thank you, Dan Barr and Donna Rossi. It's a true blessing to be introduced by those two individuals. I really respect them a lot. As you heard, I'm very shy, so I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I'm behind the camera. I hate going up on stage. So anyways, I really wanted to come up here just to say a few thank yous to my family, my 5 kids who put up with me all these years. I had to take them to the live morning show in the mornings at 5 a.m. when there was no daycares. But they came very handy too when you needed those PSAs for water safety and dental commercials. So they were little co-stars too. I love you all, and I want to thank the people I work with, mis compadres that helped me to be here where I am today. Juan Villa for giving me the opportunity to do news stories, even though I'm behind the camera. Every once in a while I like to do some reports, and he lets me get away with that. And thank you very much for all the opportunities, everyone. And my best friend, Robert Alarcon there in Univision for helping me. Cameraman, you gotta have a good cameraman. And last but not least, I hope I've paved the way for the women behind the camera. The most rewarding part of my career is to see the students that I've assisted, the interns, become a success. And thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Dan.
Joining us once again, your host, Gary Valentine.
All right, doing good, guys. Sounding good. Thank you, Gina. That was nice. So, we're going to keep going. You ready? All right, here we go.
In the category Investigative Report, the nominees are Abuse of Force, ABC 15. Who's Playing Cop, KRQE. Arizona, Destino Obligado del Narco, Univisión, Arizona. Fuerza Excesiva o Acción Justificada, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. The Ring, KSL 5. M30, Poison Pill, KTVK, KPHO.
And the Emmy goes to Abuse of Force, ABC 15, and Arizona, Destino Obligado del Narco, Univision, Arizona.
You guys staying here? I'm just not yet. I'm about to get room.
The passenger is Johnny Wheatcroft. He's in the front with another man. In the back seat, you can see his 11-year-old son, his 6-year-old, and their mother.
You guys got your IDs on you real quick? All of you? Hey, when you turn in here, man, just make sure you throw your turn signal.
Pero lo que sí logra llegar es suficiente para inundar el país, intoxicando a la juventud. La hermana de este adolescente le confirmó a los paramédicos que el menor había estado preguntando por las drogas que se comen.
In the category Historic Cultural News Single Story Series Feature Program Segment, the nominees are Spike 149, KSL 5. Sandra Day O'Connor, Life on the Lazy Bee Ranch in Arizona, the Arizona Republic. Skinwalker, Brujería Indígena, Univisión, Arizona. Secrets of the Tomb, KRQE. New Mexico's Erie Enchantment, KOB, Eyewitness News 4. Where Dreams Die, Arizona Public Media. Medicina Ancestral, NPG, Telemundo 3.
And the Emmy goes to Secrets of the Tomb, KRQE TV, and Skinwalker, Brujería Indígena, Univision, Arizona.
Complete with mysterious foreign benefactors, international intrigue, and priceless artifacts hidden away.
The decision was made just to close off that building to the public.
I thought they were beautiful. They are works of art.
We're talking about massive carved stone sculptures.
I don't like to talk about it because sometimes when you talk about things that are not right, you can call those conditions upon you.
No me gusta hablar del tema
Porque a veces, cuando hablas de cosas que no son buenas, puedes llamar a esas cosas.
In the category Specialty Assignment Report, News, Single Story, Series, or Feature, the nominees are Everywhere, A to Z Must Eat, KPNX 12 News. Everywhere, A to Z, KPNX 12 News. Project Community, KOAT Action 7 News. Exclusive Interview with Jeff Payne, KSTU Fox 13. Unaffordable Utah, KSL 5. Border Ranchers, KOB Eyewitness News 4. Sit, Ubu, sit, good dog, woof, KSL 5.
And the Emmy goes to Everywhere, A to Z, KPNX 12 News, and Sit Ubu Sit, Good Dog, Woof, KSL 5, and exclusive interview with Jeff Payne, KSTU Fox 13.
We're on an amazing adventure on the Verde River through rapids and incredible scenery. Come along for the ride. Bumper boats.
You can't beat this. Especially in the summer, it's nothing better than water.
This is my office. I love this job. We call them hammocks on the water.
I'm already stuck. I'm only 1 minute in.
As promised, a lot of barking. Both dogs freak out, clearly uneasy. And then suddenly, from seemingly out of nowhere,
Oh my gosh.
these dogs do the unthinkable.
Oh my gosh.
Where you going? I thought you were gonna bite me. Nope, you can't bite an intruder when you're hightailing it out of...
Okay. No, we're done.
You've probably seen this video.
We're done.
But in order to really understand it,
People think that I just walked in and lost it.
we need to start with this. A fiery crash in Cache County after a man...
In the category Sports Feature segment, the nominees are When Sarah Runs, Arizona Public Media. Arizona Cardinals Wired, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network. Arizona Cardinals Zoom, Kim Di-Chi's Realm of Music, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network. A Father and Son's Journey, KPNX 12 News.
All right, and the Emmy goes to When Sarah Runs, Arizona Public Media.
Suffering is sometimes what leads to the greatest highs in running. Sometimes when you're out there just hammering and pushing yourself, and in the middle of that, you'll kind of just get these chills and you just feel really good. It's only when you're kind of making yourself suffer that you get that high. I'm Sarah Sellers.
In the category Weather Program Special, the nominees are 12 News Storm Team, Winter Wallop, KPNX 12 News. Monzón Estado de Alerta, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to 12 News, Storm Team, Winter Wallop, KPNX TV, 12 News.
Good evening. Right now, a winter wallop continues to hammer Arizona. A record-setting 30 inches of snow already on the ground up in Flagstaff. The city has declared a state of emergency, and the snow isn't done yet.
Please give a round of applause for Greg Shepard from our Board of Governors and a name we all know, the Executive Director of the Rocky Mountain Southwest Chapter, Laura Gates.
Greg Shepard is our Board of Governors representative from New Mexico. He may be a news director by day, but he volunteers very many hours to our chapter, serving all of our members in New Mexico.
Thank you, Laura. From Farmington to Santa Fe and from Albuquerque to Roswell and Carlsbad, our members in New Mexico help tell stories from all across our state's 121,000 square miles. And before we continue, I just wanted to take this moment. Everyone in this room has certainly talked to Laura or emailed Laura or received their tickets from Laura or had questions about their entries that all went to Laura. And this night absolutely wouldn't be possible without all the exceptional work that she's done. So a round of applause, please, for Laura.
Greg, thank you for being the point person for all of our New Mexico members. And now let's hear our next group of nominees.
In the category Commercial Single Spot, the nominees are Choose Your Dream, Chandler Unified School District, The Counter Burger Differently, Tomahawk Visual Effects, Big Bang, OH Partners, ASU, House Blend Media Space Explorers Commercial, Arizona State University, Live Your $1 Million Fantasy, OH Partners.
We have multiple recipients in this category. The first, Choose Your Dream from Chandler Unified School District, and Big Bang, OH Partners.
When I grow up, I want to write a symphony.
I want to be a robotics engineer. I'll fly a robot into space.
I want to be an author. I'll write chapter books. I'll be a paleontologist so I can discover.
In the category Talent Program Host Moderator, the nominees are Everywhere A to Z, KPNX 12 News, Priscilla Torres, Entertainment Host, KTAZ Telemundo Arizona, Chef Mark Tarbell, Plate and Pour, Arizona PBS, Creative Living Host, Cox Media.
And the Emmy goes to Creative Living Host, Your View, Cox Media.
Welcome to Creative Living, where we help you live your most creative life. I'm Jane Manzuris, and on today's show, we're talking about ways to repurpose, reinvent, and reuse old items. I like to call it upcrafting. It's good for the environment, and you're also making something beautiful. But first, here's what's coming up on the show. Chances are, if you look around, you'll see pine cones almost anywhere this time of year. And with the endless ideas to turn them into a cool craft.
In the category Photographer Short Form, the nominees are Chocolate Falls, Northern Arizona University, Arizona Weekend Cinematography, KOLD TV, P.F. Chang's Farm to Walk, Lettuce, Cultivator Content Labs, A Million Dreams, Color Red Media.
And the Emmy goes to AZ Weekend Cinematography, KOLD TV.
I absolutely love what I do, and I can't imagine doing anything differently in my life right now. My name's Rich Greenwood. We're here at the Desert Metal Craft in Tucson, Arizona. We're a blacksmithing.
In the category Crime, News Single Story, Series, Feature Program, Feature Segment, Program Special, the nominees are Criminal Confessions, KRQE, To Catch a Killer, Good for Utah, KTVX, Nurse Steals Doctor's Prescription Pads, KPNX 12 News.
And the Emmy goes to Catch a Killer, KTVX.
Susan Powell's body was never found. Her husband was suspected of killing her, but committed suicide after murdering their children. 4 years ago, current Richfield Police Trent Lloyd and Lieutenant Alan DeMille were assigned to work a missing persons case filed by Melanie's family. Callison never notified police, but eventually told them she took off on him. According to police, that wasn't far-fetched.
And we kind of laid back, and you have to know her history. She was
In the category Public Current Community Affairs, Feature Segment, Program Series, Program Special, the nominees are Zyra, Arizona Public Media, Marching for Their Lives, Arizona Public Media, Community Connection, 1 in 10, ABC 15, Yuma Immigration Surge, Arizona Public Media, Mental Health, Youth, Families, Communities, Christopher Productions.
And the Emmy goes to Mental Health, Youth, Families, Communities, Christopher Productions.
Accept people even when you don't understand it. Just try to, like, I guess, education and then accepting when you don't understand is what I would say is huge. Accepting when you don't understand.
There are neuroimaging studies that show that the shape of the brain literally changes when you're around a loving environment, a therapeutic environment, have stable attachments, and this is without even medication.
In the category Special Event Coverage, Live or Edited, the nominees are Good Morning Arizona's Pat's Run, KTVK, KPHO, The Greatest Party on Grass, KPNX 12 News.
And the Emmy goes to Good Morning Arizona, Pat's Run, KTVK.
Here we go. Here's the countdown. Here they go.
There they go. Head coach Herman Edwards, the official starter this year. David Johnson last year, Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, always usually someone from the football world as the official starter. Herm Edwards this year giving a great speech talking about Pat's passion in life.
And absolutely, and his legacy. And
In the category Human Interest, News, Single Story, Series, Feature, the nominees are Baby Zyra, KSL 5, Brian Smith, Arizona Public Media, Trapped Inside, Locked In Syndrome, KPNX 12 News. News reporter, Amor Sin Condición, Univision, Arizona. Magic Yarn, KSL 5. Baking Business, KSL 5. The Grills Have Eyes, KSL 5.
And the Emmy goes to Baking Business, KSL.
The mixing of the dough, the rolling, the baking. There are the feelings and the smells of family tradition.
So this is a recipe that came with my great-grandmother.
A little bit of happiness, Leslie Alexander says she can share with others.
And it was just a part of our home that we could take to someone else's home.
It's a process she believes takes experience and care.
I'm feeling what I'm doing.
Especially if you can't see what you're making.
This is a tricky part for a blind person because you wonder what the end of the roll is doing.
In the category Sports, News, Single Story, the nominees are Redemption in the Ring, KSTU, Taking Aim, KSL 5, Arizona Disabled Sports, KPNX 12 News, Adonis Watt, the blind running back, KPNX 12 News.
And the Emmy goes to Arizona Disabled Sports, KPNX 12 News.
we're at the Broadway Recreation Center in the heart of Mesa, where Arizona Disabled Sports meets year-round. Tonight is power soccer, and there's also wheelchair basketball. Plus, there's floor hockey, and that's just 3 of more than 30 programs and events. They call themselves Mesa Heat.
It's a mix of demolition derby and soccer.
And they make Mesa proud and pumped.
It's intense.
And finally, back from the bar, here's Gary Valentine.
Oh my God, it's so true. All right, only 2.5 hours more, folks. Hang in there. Let's get it going.
In the category Spot News, the nominees are All We Can Do Is Hope, KSTU Fox 13, The End, KSL 5, A Mother's Heartbreak, ABC 15.
And the Emmy goes to, I fell asleep there, The End, KSL TV.
Sad, makes me want to cry. A lot of money, a lot of time. All gone.
Even firefighters had to keep a safe distance.
We're not even able to get crews on the ground near the fire.
The fire, they said, was just too unpredictable.
That is burning embers coming to you, landing in your dry fuels.
That is amazing. In a bad way.
Neighbors could only wait and hope.
I just hope to God that
In the category Live Sports Producer, the nominee is Best of Phoenix Suns 2018-2019, Phoenix Suns Broadcasting.
And the winner, the Emmy goes to Best of Phoenix Suns 2018-19, Phoenix Suns Broadcasting.
Learning how to play without fouling. I mean, he's learning how to be tall. Look, he has height on everyone, so use it. Long arms, he's using those. He's lifting them above his shoulders, and he's making it tough on opponents to get shots over him. And I'm just really proud of how he has grown here against top-notch players. When you're guarding who I think is going to be the MVP of the league in Giannis Antetokounmpo and shut him down, that is major defense.
In the category Newscast, Daytime or Evening, Medium Markets 50 through 99, the nominees are KOLD News at 10 p.m., KOLD TV.
And the Emmy goes to KOLD News at 10 p.m., KOLD TV.
Port of entry ourselves. This is one of hundreds of families waiting in line the legal way.
Talento, pero pues ahí vamos.
She says when they got here more than a month ago, they were number 93. Right now, they're number 13.
I ask if they've considered jumping.
Han pensado de cruzarse, de tratar de brincarse.
No.
They've had offers, but say they won't endanger their kids. But going back isn't an option either.
No arriesgaremos nuestros hijos así de esa manera.
In the category Feature News Report, Light Feature or Light Series, the nominees are Food Physician, KSL 5, Found Siblings, KSL 5, The Brotherhood, KSL 5, News Reporter, El Castillo de los Muertos, Univision, Arizona, Healing Hello, KTVK, KPHO.
And the Emmy goes to Healing Hello, KPHO.
Hello there. Can I get my knuckles? Bow! There it goes. I'm a little one.
He's engaging, encouraging,
Feeling well, blessed.
even musical.
Oh, yeah. Top to this all day. My name is Anthony Bragg. My job title is security guard.
Titles
Have a good
don't always do justice.
Security guard is your job. What's your mission?
Overall mission is love, encouragement.
In the category Historic Cultural Program Special, the nominees are Kids of Kenya, KSL 5, Legendary New Mexico, Myths and Legends, KRQE, Saguaro Cactus Gnome, Arizona PBS.
And the Emmy goes to Saguaro Cactus Genome, Arizona PBS.
Iconic, mysterious. The saguaro cactus that we so closely identify as part of the majesty of the Southwest. Scientists want to know where it came from and whether it will survive coming changes in our climate. Native people venerate these mighty plants with respect and ritual. This time on Catalyst, how two stories of the saguaro, one of the sacred, one scientific, blend into one.
Please welcome from your Board of Governors, Jennifer Doan, and Regional Representative from Tucson, John Booth.
All right, we're 1/3 of the way through. No, we're further than that. My wife said the most wonderful thing when we sat down at our table. She looked across the room and said, "You work for an industry that every year decides to judge across the country, peer to peer, and reward excellence."
So let's give out some more Emmys.
Right, here we go.
Rotate.
In the category Promotion Program Sports, the nominees are Us versus Them, Utah Jazz, AT&T Sportsnet. Tour of Utah, Stage 2 Preview, Utah Jazz Broadcasting. Friday Night Lights, KUTV.
All right, and the Emmy goes to two winners, Friday Night Lights, KUTV and KJZZ, and Tour of Utah, Stage 2 Preview, Utah Jazz Broadcasting.
High school football is back. It's time to lay it all out and light it up. America First Credit Union, Thursday Bright Lights, presented by University of Utah Health. Every Thursday, K-Jazz delivers the biggest games all season long.
Mount Nebo, the highest of all the mountains in the Wasatch Range, and it will once again become legendary in this year's Tour of Utah. The route begins and ends in Payson, but not until riders make their way through fields of lavender, a 12-mile circuit which extends north into the orchards of Utah County.
In the category Documentary Historical, the nominees are Utah Gymnastics, Red Rocks Retrospective, The Governor's Mansion, KUED.
And the Emmy goes to Utah Gymnastics, Red Rocks Retrospective, KUED Public Television.
Generations of fans witnessed the Utes' mental strength and physical prowess. The close-knit team supports each other. Individual skills shine.
In the category Editor, Short Form, Promos, PSAs, Commercials, Opens, etc., the nominees are Choose Your Dream, Chandler Unified School District, The Counter Burger Differently, Tomahawk Visual Effects, Fusion 360, The Factory, Fusion 360, Sneaky Big Edit Composite, Sneaky Big.
And the Emmy for Editor Short Form goes to Choose Your Dream, Chandler Unified School District.
When I grow up, I want to write as Stephanie.
I want to be a robotics engineer. I'll fly a robot into space.
I want to be an author. I'll write chapter books. I'll be a paleontologist so I can discover a new dinosaur.
Choose your dream and let it grow at Chandler Unified School District, your premier district of choice.
In the category Director Live or Recorded Live, the nominees are Winter Storm Sweeps Through Arizona, KPNX 12 News, NFL Preseason Cuts, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network, Winter Weather Coverage, KPNX 12 News, Saying Goodbye to the Maverick, KTVK, KPHO, Directing ABC4 News at KTVX, Good for Utah, KTVX.
And the recipient for Director Live or Recorded Live is directing ABC4 News at KTVX.
Time now for Utah Sports with Dana Green.
Cam 3.
Well, a major blow to the BYU defense as starting linebacker Zane Anderson is out for the year. Kalani Sitake announced that Anderson will undergo season-ending shoulder surgery. Anderson is the Cougars' second-leading tackler and had that huge interception against Wisconsin. The senior out of Stansbury High only played in 4 games this season, so that means he will be able to redshirt and come back to play in one.
In the category Promotion Program Single Spot or Image, the nominees are Plate and Pour Promotion, Watch Online, Arizona, PBS, Storyteller's Brand, Red Knight Media, El Legado del Chapo Promo, Univision, Arizona, Chocolate Falls, Northern Arizona University.
And we have 2 awardees, Chocolate Falls, Northern Arizona University, and El Legado del Chapo Promo, Univision, Arizona.
Exploration is traveling to a place to learn about it. Here in Northern Arizona, you can find places that take your breath away.
Los que lo conocían decían que era generoso y tenía a las mujeres más bellas a su lado. También fue el narcotraficante más despiadado, peligroso y temido del planeta, evadiendo a las autoridades por años. No se puede perder este programa especial de la vida intrigante y la caída del jefe del cartel del Sinaloa, Joaquín Guzmán.
Please give a warm welcome from your board, Jennifer Jones and Warren Trent.
hope you're having a good night.
Yes, absolutely. I'm feeling super. Got my Eagle Super Bowl ring, and let's go.
In the category Branded Content Program, Single Spot, or Image, the nominees are Fusion 360, The Factory, Fusion 360, A Moment of Inspiration, Arizona State University, The Line Communication Systems, Salt River Project.
Okay. And the Emmy goes to the Line Telecommunication Systems, Salt River Project.
The Telecommunications Systems Department is responsible for planning, designing, constructing, and operating SRP's telecommunications network for the benefit of SRP customers. You can think of telecommunications systems as a telecom service provider for SRP. We're very much like a Cox or a CenturyLink for your residential home, in that we provide communication services to and from various SRP facilities.
In the category Community Public Service, Single Spot, or Campaign, the nominees are Abounding Service, Restoring Lives Through English, Keenly Interactive, GOHS Pedestrian Safety Campaign, Cox Media, Parking in the Downtown, City of Las Cruces, Robert J. DeBry and Associates, Dance the Wookiee, Fusion 360, Getting In is Easier Than Getting Out, OH Partners, Univision Contigo, Pequeños y Valiosos, Univision, Arizona.
All right. The Emmy goes to Abounding Service, Restoring Lives Through English, Keenly Interactive.
In the category Military News Single, Story, Series, Feature, Program, Feature segment, the nominees are Saluting Those Who Serve, KSL 5, Burn Pits, KUTV, With Respect, KSL 5, Unclaimed Veterans, KOAT Action 7 News.
Okay, and the Emmy goes to With Respect, KSL TV.
Let's get a couple more down over here.
It is the biggest flag,
yeah, this will work,
that has ever flown independently.
All right, now.
This morning, we laid the flag out,
Again. Whoa!
folded it with respect.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's 150 feet by 78 feet.
Whoa! Reach! To actually see how big the flag really is in person is...
In the category Politics, Government, News, Single Story, Feature, Series, Program segment, the nominees are Death Highway, KOB Eyewitness News 4, State Ignoring Cash Assistance Abuse, KUTV, The Danger Zone, KRQE, The Secret Money Game, KRQE, Votables and the 2018 election, KPNX 12 News.
Okay, there are two recipients. The Danger Zone, KRQE, and the Secret Money Game, KRQE.
Disgrace, it's an outrage, and it's appalling what's happening.
I hate to think that there's other schools that are in worse shape than us.
It's a flagrant example of governmental misconduct that impacts hundreds of New Mexico's school children. The Pine Hill School, it was supposed to be a museum visitor center. Instead, it's an expensive blunder courtesy of a select group of anonymous state legislators. They call it capital outlay. Some call it pork. It's how the legislature funds public works projects. This year.
In the category Documentary, Cultural, Topical, the nominees are Battle Over Bears' Ears, KUED, Defending the Fire, KNMD, Letting the Light In, Arizona State University.
And the Emmy goes to letting the light in to my alma mater, Arizona State University.
You see a light.
I didn't know the sky was so big.
Your mind, for the first time, is never ready for what you see.
We could just take it in.
All points of origin for everything that we know is the energetic event called light in which the universe was created.
In the category Magazine Program, Program Special, or Series, the nominees are Arizona Illustrated Episode 510, Arizona Public Media, Plate and Pour featuring Trato, Arizona PBS, Busca Aventuras, KTAZ Telemundo Arizona.
All right, the recipient, Arizona Illustrated Episode 510, Arizona Public Media.
Welcome to Arizona Illustrated. I'm Tom McNamara. Tucson is home to a diverse, talented, and unique tapestry of people, many having found their place in the world here in the Sonoran Desert. Sean Parker is one of those. The world-renowned astrophotographer has grown up.
In the category Magazine Program Feature Segment, the nominees are Beehive Stories, Emory County, KBYU 11, and Brigham Young University, Chef Kumi, Arizona Public Media, The Last Craftsman, Stewart Boot Company, KOLD-TV, Hidden Kitchen, Arizona PBS, The Loop, Arizona Public Media, La Rua's, Arizona Public Media.
Okay, and the Emmy goes to Beehive Stories, Emory County, KBYU 11, and Brigham Young University.
Lived in Green River for 54 years. Farmed melons and corn and hay. My dad's family came over in the 1900s and started raising melons, so we're a third-generation melon farmer. I had 3 kids, a daughter, Taffy, I had a son, Jace, and 13 months later I had a son, Weston. And him and Jace helped me start.
Once again, please welcome back to the stage Gary Valentine.
All right, folks, getting close. We're going to do start the raffle now. And as we said earlier, yeah, you got to be in the room to pick up. So the first thing is the Arizona Ballet, which is kind of cool because they learn to go on their tippy toes by avoiding scorpions and rattlesnakes, which is kind of neat. So it's good. All right, so I'm going to pick now? Yeah, okay. Do you want to hold it over my head? No, you don't have to hold it over my head. Hey, you can hold it down here. I won't look. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I should use my glasses for this. I'm at that age. All right, here we go. For the Arizona Ballet, number 271-287. 271-287, Arizona Ballet. Anybody? Do we have one? No? 271-287. 271-287. Going once. Going to the restroom twice. 271-287. All right, going 3 times. That's it. We got to pick another one. Here we go. Arizona Ballet, 271-214. 271-214. 271-214. Yeah, all right, there we go. Close to the bathroom, but not in the bathroom. That's good. All right, I guess we're going to have someone come over to you, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the Emmys, so you can roll the clip.
In the category Arts, Entertainment, News, Single Story, Series Feature, the nominees are A Musical Show of Confidence, KTVK, KPHO, Mes de Herencia Hispana, El Colorido de la Música, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network, Antojitos de mi Tierra, Univision Arizona, Chorizo and Eggs, KOLD TV, Sean Parker's Universe, Arizona Public Media, Arizona Lottery, Alice Cooper's Teen Rock Center, Red Knight Media.
And the Emmy goes to, oh boy, Mes de Herencia España, El Colorido de la Música, Arizona Cardinals Broadcast Network, and A Musical Show of Confidence, KTVK, and Sean Parker's Universe, Arizona Public Media.
¿Qué se siente ver al mariachi representado en el mundo del deporte?
El mariachi siempre ha formado parte del mundo del deporte. Como digo, desde el principio, nosotros estuvimos ligados con el mariachi de los Phoenix Cardinals, ahora los Arizona Cardinals.
Let's go quick, places!
The High School Musical, a rite of passage for so many students.
Okay, you guys ready?
But many on this stage,
Be in character.
rehearsing Shrek the Musical in Mesa, never got to feel the spotlight until now.
Yeah.
What you want to look for is the clouds, like building a tower, kind of just building themselves up and going up. You see it here, it's kind of building up. You can look at radar, but what you really want to do is visually look at what's going on. Your eyes can see a lot more than the radar can.
In the category Human Interest Program Feature Segment, the nominees are The New Brain, Arizona Public Media, Halfway Home, Arizona Public Media, Stories of Hope, Brooklyn's Journey, Culture Mind Cinema, Sada's Story, Keenly Interactive, A Mother's Wishful Heart, KSL 5.
Wow, I should have worn my glasses all night. You guys look good. And the Emmy goes to Halfway Home, Arizona Public Media, and A Mother's Wishful Heart, KSL 5.
Growing up, I thought that my life was good at the time. That's how families were supposed to be. We would go to the crack house. Parents go in the back room and kids hang out in the living room.
My name's Heather Pickett, and I'm a nurse and a professional photographer, and I specialize in newborns. I was working as a nurse in the pediatric ICU at Primary Children's Hospital, and kind of used photography as an outlet, as like a happy coping mechanism.
In the category Talent Reporter, General Assignment, or Live, the nominees are Stories About People, KSL 5, The Reporter, 5, KSL 5, Entre Estragos y el Peligro, KTAZ Telemundo, Arizona, Bud Foster Reporter Composite, KOLD TV.
And the Emmy goes to Stories About People, KSL, and The Reporter, 5, KSL 5.
Sherry Dunaway, this is her in real life. And her husband, Braden, married 9 months now. And this guy, he's the absentee photographer, David Jacobs, owner and operator of Bellissima Images Photography. Great website, great photos, and some great reviews. I mean, look at all these gold stars. People gushing over the work he does. Amazing job. Awesome.
On the west side of Weber County.
We've lived here over 20 years.
Georgine and Carl Smith.
Since 98.
Say they'd never experienced what happened Tuesday.
He come walking up my driveway, and I come walking out.
On his way out to the Weber County Jail.
In the category Talent Anchor News, the nominees are Scenes, 2018-2019, KTVK, KPHO. Leon Felipe Gonzalez, News Anchor, Univision, Arizona. Heidi Renpenning, Univision, Arizona. News Anchor, KPNX 12 News. Danielle Lerner, Anchor Reel, ABC 15.
And the Emmy goes to Sean Scenes, 2018-2019, CBS 5, KPHO TV, and Heidi Renpenning, KTVW Univision, Arizona.
Unexpected, trapping several drivers and their passengers. All right, where exactly is this, and how is it related to the Tatum Wash? There's Paradise Valley Mall. Here's the Tatum Wash. It actually hooks up over to the Greenbelt in Scottsdale, in between Scottsdale Road and Hayden. And here is the crossing right south of Cactus. It's this overland crossing right here.
Estamos aquí al sur de Phoenix, exactamente al lado del centro comunitario de South Mountain, en el cual se ha instalado una casilla electoral para que usted pueda venir, entregar su boleta electoral. Si ya la llenó, la boleta electoral simplemente la debe de traer y dejarla aquí para que pueda ser contada para estas elecciones del día martes.
And now, the co-chairs of the Rocky Mountain Education Committee, Chuck Emmert and Dan Cernia.
Well, hello, everyone. I am impressed by the talent in this room, but I got to tell you, I'm looking over my shoulder a little bit when I see the work that our students did a little bit earlier tonight. So one thing that I'm so proud of what this chapter does is use a portion of our ticket revenue and a portion of the entry fees every year in order to support scholarships for students in our region. And it's not chump change. We're giving away over $11,000 worth of scholarships to students in Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and El Centro, California. Now, those students were with us today, and Dan, we had the Student Production Awards earlier on.
We did. And actually, this has been a really big weekend, last 24 hours or so. We had our Lunch and Learn series at Univision, as Doug mentioned earlier in the program, which was a fantastic, successful event, as well as the Student Production Awards here earlier at the venue, and it was at 3 o'clock. And it was, both of those events were the best attended events yet in history for us. We had overflow seating, over 200 people at the Student Production Awards. It was fantastic. The work that's presented at the Student Production Awards is, we look at each other and it's really, I think one of the judges' comments was, it's hard to believe that these are high school and college students producing this work.
Great work.
Fantastic work. But what we want is to share that with all of you who have not, didn't have the chance to be there at either of those events. So we have a short package, and so let's roll the package and show you what happened with the students over the last 24 hours.
Much of the weekend leading up to tonight's 42nd annual Rocky Mountain Emmy Awards has been focused on the college and high school students from our region. Events began yesterday with the latest in our chapter's Lunch and Learn series for broadcasting, digital media, and journalism students.
Mira nada más, ¿tú quieres ser periodista, pero para ambos idiomas? Bilingüe.
Sí.
Perfecto. ¿Y qué es lo que te parece hasta ahorita lo que has visto aquí en Univisión?
Esta estación es una gran experiencia para estas periodistas porque la habilidad para aprender más de periodista en español es muy importante porque muchas escuelas no ofrecen estas oportunidades y la habilidad para hablar con periodistas con mi lenguaje segundo es muy importante.
Free to the attendees, nearly 50 students toured the Univision Arizona newsroom, met with the anchors and production team, and learned about covering news and events in the field. This series event was co-hosted by Univision Arizona. Earlier today, the 2019 Rocky Mountain Student Production Awards were held here at the beautiful Omni Monte Lucia Resort, recognizing college and high school students from our region for the excellence they demonstrated in this year's Student Production Awards. The Student Production Awards also focus public attention on outstanding productions in cultural, educational, technological, entertainment, news, and informational production achievements by these students. This year's Student Production Award event was attended by more than 200 students, teachers, family, and friends, making it the biggest and best Student Production Awards event yet. Congratulations to all of our students, recipients, and nominees of the 2019 Student Production Awards, and thank you for your continued support of the Rocky Mountain Emmy Student Focus Program Series and the Student Production Awards. All right, well, let's give it up for our students, the next generation of broadcasters coming on scene here. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you, and thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage Regional Representative from Salt Lake City, Mike Hedrick, and Member of the Board of Governors, Crystal Henderson.
Hello, are you enjoying the evening?
Seems like that. They need to be a little bit louder,
I
don't you
know.
think?
Come on, you can do better than that.
We're almost there. There you go. Well done.
Congratulations so far to all of the nominees and recipients. Everybody, this is Mike Hedrick representing KSL 5, Salt Lake City, Utah.
All right.
And he's representing Utah on the Board of Governors.
Yes, yes. All right, Crystal Henderson, KPNX 12, representing what, all of Arizona and the rest of the West? Is that what we're going to go with? Let's do that.
Sure.
We'll go with that. All right, so it's a long night. We know that. We're almost there. So let's get to some of the other recipients.
In the category Interview Discussion Feature Segment Program Special, the nominees are Border Crime and Infrastructure, Arizona Public Media; Plate and Pour featuring Vincent's, Arizona PBS; The Hinckley Report, Medical Marijuana, KUED; Voila French Bistro, Arizona PBS.
All right. These are a little tricky, aren't they? All right. And the Emmy goes to Plate and Pour featuring Vincent's, Arizona PBS.
So Chef Victoria, how did you two meet?
We actually started working, we both worked at Binkley's together. We worked together for about a year at the restaurant before Brandon came over to Cafe Bink, but we were just great friends and worked really well together on a daily basis. We were always together at Binkley's.
Was there a moment, though, when you first met, was that you're like, that you can talk about on camera?
Right, exactly. I definitely remember the first time I saw her.
In the category Promotion News Promo Campaign, the nominees are After Dark, The Night Side, Good for Utah, KTVX; Where is Gerke Going Campaign, KPNX 12 News; Anything for Family, KTVK, KPHO; El Yo Antes Hoy, 10 p.m. Univision, Arizona; Proof of Performance Promos, Enfrentando, Univision, Arizona; News 4 Tucson Investigators, KVOA TV News 4 Tucson.
Okay, I got this one, Mike.
All right, let's do it.
There are two recipients. El Yo Antes Hoy, 10 p.m., Univision, Arizona, and from Team 12, Where is Gerke Going Campaign, KPNX?
Una luz de esperanza para salvar a sus hijos de una vida de delincuencia.
Mi mamá me dice hacer algo, limpiar tu cuarto, limpiar la sala, algo así. Yo nunca hacía eso porque, pues, no sé, estaba lazy.
No se pierdan los cambios que dan estos jóvenes guiados por militares en la serie especial El Yo Antes.
He's been to Pyeongchang. He has his own hashtag. Now, Paul Gerke takes you on an entertainment experience.
In the category Commercial Campaign, the nominees are Robert J. DeBry and Associates, Distracted Driving Campaign, Fusion 360, Goodwill Unexpected, True Story Films; Wasatch Academy, Explore Campaign, Fusion 360.
All right. Should have done some beforehand. And the Emmy goes to Goodwill Unexpected.
With thousands of unique items arriving daily at your neighborhood Goodwill stores, expect the unexpected.
All right, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Are y'all ready for this? Here we go. Our final inductee into the Silver Circle this evening comes from Utah. In fact, I used to intern for this guy 22 years ago. 22 years ago. He doesn't look as old as he is.
Oh.
He's old. Like really, really old.
Really, really old?
But he earned this. He deserves this.
He's so beloved in the Salt Lake market, known to many by just his initials, DJ.
David James left home in Southern California for the mountains of Utah in 1992.
In Layton, getting ready to fill out the workman's comp papers. I'm David James, KUTV2 Sports.
Like most sports guys, he shot, wrote, and edited several stories a day and loved every minute of covering major events.
There it is. He needed the tiebreaker, but the champ lives to fight another day.
In addition to sports reporting and anchoring, DJ co-hosts a daily morning radio show, calls Real Salt Lake soccer games.
With Stack, in front, Severino! 2-0! Dagger! All done! RSL has the full 3 points!
And hosts the hour-long weekend Talkin' Sports highlight and interview show.
Let's start talking sports.
Known for his incredible memory and sharp wit.
There it is. Let's just cut to the chase.
It's what DJ does off-camera that endears him to the Utah community.
First and foremost, he's a very good sports talent, but more importantly than that, he cares about the community in which he lives.
On his own time, DJ launched the Super Bowl of Caring in Utah, getting sponsors, finding schools to campaign, and raised more than $4 million in cash and food for thousands of hungry kids in the state of Utah.
He has got a big heart, and he wanted to make sure that he was doing something that impacted our community beyond, sports. And like I say, he took this project on. He worked with the people from Super Bowl of Caring. I think that, they use us often as an example of what can happen in a community, but it was all driven by DJ and his efforts.
To be able to take an issue that really is depressing and sad and scary, turn it into ways that are fun, competitive, that people like to do. Kids love to have competitions. They've loved the food drives. They've loved the challenges they've had in their schools. And the parents and the administrative staff have gotten behind the kids, and it's been because of the push of David.
I'm David James. David James. David James. David James, 2 Sports at the Delta Center.
Every great story starts with a lie. If George Costanza didn't say that, he should have. For the purposes of tonight, because we're at about the 3-hour mark, we'll start with me lying to one of the people I need to thank tonight, my mom. I was going to college, and back in the day, because I'm, as Mike said, really, really old, they had these college catalogs. They have like 200 or 300 pages of information on the school. And my mom was flipping through one, and she said, "What are you going to major in?" I said, "I don't know. I'm going to be undeclared. I'll figure it out when I get there." Wrong answer. She said, "No, you're going to pick something." At that moment, I just wanted to go to college, so I just lied to her. It was a bold-faced lie. I just looked at her and said, I thought to myself, I like sports. I'm pretty good at English. I want to be a sports writer. So she flipped through the catalog and said, "You'll be a communications major, and you're going to live in the dorms because I don't trust you to live in an apartment and cook your own food and shop and still go to school and get grades. So you'll be in the dorms, and look, they have a communication dorm, so you're going to live there." At this point, I felt like I was majoring in overbearing Mom 101. But I did it, and I went to that dorm hall, and I met 10 of the best friends that I've still got in life. One of them worked at the student radio station and had me there within about 6 weeks. It was there I met my wife, who's here tonight, and found my career. And the story was just going along as kind of another sportscaster story until she got cancer and died in 1998. And I took that really hard. She was young, she was healthy. We thought that shouldn't have happened. And I stumbled into doing some public service work due to some great kids at our church. And we ended up raising $1 million over the course of a few years. And it was stunning. I thought to myself, and it's like so many of the stories that we tell on TV, so many that you have been honored for tonight, that good things come out of bad things. And it happens all the time, but it's hard to believe when you're in the middle of one of those really lousy moments in life. And shortly as I kind of realized that, my kid's favorite babysitter, and my daughter's here tonight as well, and I want to thank them because we all in this line of work a lot of nights and a lot of weekends and aren't as home as much as we'd like or as much as we'd hope to be. But our kid's favorite babysitter got diagnosed with cancer, and I knew in that moment it was going to be exactly like my mom, 2 surgeries gone in a year. I don't know why I knew it, but I knew it, and it's how it happened. And I was having lunch with her father after that, and he was just crushed. I've never seen someone like that. It was hard to be around him, and he was a good friend, but he was just crushed. And I told him good things come out of bad things. And she had been in that group of high school kids that had started doing public service work with the Super Bowl of Caring. I said, we'll do something with this, and watch, it'll get huge. And it's odd to be honored for this tonight, because it's other people's tragedy and it's other people's lives, and I'm up here, hey, thanks for the trophy, thanks for the award. But there was another high school student, a kid at Juan Diego High School, and he lost his cousin who was electrocuted, and I was speaking to their class and talked about good things come out of bad things and adopt something. He said, do it. He said, I'm gonna do this. And the kid raised $35,000 in like 2 weeks. The next year he raised 99 grand, and the Super Bowl of Caring totals were taken off. And I owe the Colosimo family, especially Dominic, a big debt of gratitude, because I went to our general manager, Ken Crawford, and pitch put in Super Bowl Caring on the air. And Kent, to his credit, it was a compelling story, and he said, no, it needs to be more focused. He had an idea for a campaign that the public could latch onto. And some people in the community talked to me about child hunger. And when I took that back to him, he said yes. And so, Kent, thanks for green lighting this. And the community's really embraced it. We've opened a little more than 100 pantries in schools around Utah. Childhood hunger is just a massive problem everywhere in the United States. And the schools that have pantries now, more kids are graduating. It's a great story. So I appreciate Mike for calling me really old. I appreciate my mom for getting me started on this path, and my family for putting up with all the hours. Thank you very much.
Welcome back, our old friend, Gary Valentine.
I noticed that Crystal Henderson's Spanish isn't as smooth as mine. I don't know if anybody else noticed that or not. Anyway, this is our second raffle right here. This is called Desert to Dish, right from the hotel here, which sounds really good, where the meat is overcooked and the vegetables are dehydrated, I guess. No, they're spectacular food. Oh, that's right. I gotta go to the glasses again. Oh, the food here is amazing. Here we go. Desert to Dish, 271-192. Close, I'm hearing. 271-192, right there. There he is. All right, we can roll the clip now.
In the category Newscast, Daytime or Evening Larger Markets 1 through 49, the nominees are Legacy of the Legend, The Death of John McCain, KTVK, KPHO. 12 News at 5, Red for Ed, Teacher Walkout, KPNX 12 News. Muere el Senador John McCain, Héroe de Guerra y Maverick, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona. 12 News at 10 p.m., KPNX 12 News. Disaster in the Air, KOAT Action 7 News. 12 News at 6 p.m., A Sea of Red, KPNX 12 News. Destino, 2218, Univision, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to 12 News at 5, Red for Ed, Teacher Walkout, KPNX 12 News.
Will they take us seriously now that we are knocking down their doors with 75,000 educators?
I'm going to persuade and influence this legislature to pass this bill.
A new day has dawned in Arizona, where the educators have stood up and they have fought back.
Educators united will never be divided.
We are here today because of our students.
In the category General Assignment Report, the nominees are Political Potholes, KOLD TV, Officer Charlie, KTVK, KPHO, Sex Offender Haunted House, KOB, Eyewitness News 4. No Stop in Sherwood, KSL 5.
The Emmy goes to Officer Charlie, KPHO, KTVK.
Another day on the job, patrolling Valley streets. But one Valley officer doesn't need any backup.
Start in. Turn off your motorcycle.
Meet 4-year-old Charlie Judd.
You were driving too fast.
She's the junior officer.
She went why? But I have it faster.
Patrolling the
In the category Promotion News Promo, Single Spot, Same Day Image, the nominees are Pal Norte, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona, Mormon Leaks, KUTV, Action 7 News 65 Forward, KOAT Action 7 News, Lunch Breaking News, Fox 13, KSTU, First Warning Weather Team, KGA 9, Operation Safe Roads, Jody, ABC 15, Imposters, ABC 15, Skinwalker, Brujería Indígena, Univision, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to Operation Safe Roads, Jody, ABC 15. And there's two recipients, Pal Norte, Telemundo, Arizona.
Pamela was very much a joyous person. She was an incredible mom. Then everything changed.
A mother killed by a distracted driver while crossing with her children.
What happened to our family is something that no family should have to go through.
The driver walked away without.
Intentan burlar la vigilancia cargando bultos de mercancía ilegal por el desierto de Arizona.
En este momento lo están observando nosotros. 500 libras me agarraron. ¿De qué? De mota.
Droga destinada a supuestos capos que operan en el Valle del Sol.
Pertenecía a un cartel acá.
Dispuestos a matar para vivir.
In the category Talent Anchors Sports, the nominees are Nancy Ariola, Anchor, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona, Joe Pequeño, KTVK, KPHO, Ari Alexander, Sports Anchor Composite, KVOA, TV4.
And the Emmy goes to Joe Pequeño, KPHO, KTVK.
Bermuda Triangle, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot. There are forces in the universe that are hard to comprehend. The Arizona Coyotes' home struggles also boggles the masses. Desert Dogs enter today 10-14-3 in Glendale. Arizona coming off a loss to St. Louis, facing Austin Matthews and the Leafs. Arizona needing wins. How about Alex Galchenyuk doing things? His 13th leads the team. Less than 3 minutes later, Derek Stepan, Josh Archibald, the king of the castle.
In the category Talent Sports, Sports Reporter, the nominees are Nancy Ariola, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona, Tressa Tudrick, Sports Reporter Compilation, KPNX 12 News.
There are two recipients. The Emmy goes to Tressa Tudrick, Sports Reporter Compilation, KPNX TV, and Nancy Ariola, Telemundo, Arizona.
So let me just put this out there. The Highland Hawks have never been 6-0 until tonight. So, oh my goodness, we are so excited. Let's start over here with our quarterback, Caleb. Tell me about tonight and how your team did on homecoming.
It was a big win for us. I mean, our team played great, you know. It's a great team win. Everybody did their job, and that's why we won.
Mi meta es salir a competir cada día, ¿no? Que sea divertido la competencia. Obviamente poderme ganar la segunda base del equipo. Estoy bien ansioso de que empiece esta temporada.
Rookie del año, MVP, Juego de Futuras Estrellas, aunado al Clásico Mundial con México, son solo algunos de sus logros, mismos que quiere cumplir con San Diego.
Ayudar al equipo a ganar, ¿no?
In the category Talent Anchor Weather, the nominees are meteorologist Chase Thomason, KUTV, meteorologist Alana Brophy, Good for Utah, KTVX, meteorologist Crystal Henderson, KPNX 12 News.
Crystal Henderson, not very good Spanish. Anyway, the Emmy goes to meteorologist Crystal Henderson, KPNX 12 News.
But Carnival Ride shopping, and there's a brand new exhibit, King Tut and the Egyptian Treasure. So live atop the Sky Ride, 65 feet in the air, I'm meteorologist Crystal Henderson. Back to you in the studio.
You know,
something like that.
Oh, hey, where's mine?
We're getting it to Crystal because
I felt a little jealous.
rain
there.
is on the way. But does that mean cooler temperatures? Because we need relief as well as fist bumps, a hand
We need it
gesture to
all.
go.
I'm going to give you something to celebrate and fist bump about here. And I know you're
Give us
looking at this
something.
graphic and going, what?
Joining us again to present the 2019 Governor's Award, Doug Mummert and Laura Gates.
Our next honoree is the only Emmy handed out this evening that was decided right here in our own chapter.
Every year, the Board of Governors calls for nominations for the prestigious Governor's Award, which honors an individual or group who makes a significant impact on the industry or community.
This year, we are proud to honor a group of writers, producers, filmmakers, and talent that bring broadcasting to the communities of New Mexico.
Based in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Silver Bullet Productions is a non-profit educational film company. With a mission to inform and educate, SBP produces award-winning documentaries and provides filmmaking workshops to teachers and students in New Mexico's Native American communities. Our Lights Camera Learning workshops teach the basic elements of filmmaking and empower students by giving them the skills to make films relevant to their culture and heritage. Workshops are taught by industry professionals with hands-on instruction.
My favorite part was acting.
Being a director, it's hard to make a movie.
Silver Bullet produces documentary films that give authentic Native voices a vehicle to educate and dispel stereotypes. With your support, we can continue our mission to inform and educate through our workshops for young Native filmmakers and documentary films that explore the Native American experience, past and present. Silver Bullet's next film project will be about the power of place, sacred sites, and the fight to protect them.
Pamela Pierce.
Thank you. With me tonight are two of our board of directors and producers. They are the powerful, beautiful women sitting at table 6, Lisa Lucas and Jane Myers. Get them up here? Get them up here. Okay. I've got power for the first time. We are a nonprofit and we take that very seriously. So we do not produce films, we do not teach children in tribal communities because we get accolades or awards. We do it because there's a real magic and a power in film. We use that film to teach kids filmmaking so that they can tell their own stories and so that they feel empowered to protect their own culture. We use the film for documentary productions because they change minds and they shatter stereotypes, and it helps all of us do better. But we are not alone and we are not unique in that. I look out here on this talent and I see that each of you comes to this because of that power of film and because it's such a huge vehicle for change. So you use film to inform, because you know that if people know more, they do better. You use film to entertain because it connects us and it humanizes us. And you use film to engage communities because there's hope. There's true hope in film, and you provide the facts about difficult topics. So Silver Bullet accepts this award with great humility and with thanks to Laura and the governors and the directors of the Rocky Mountain Emmys. We couldn't be more proud or humbled, but we also thank it for all of you, because each of you uses film to change lives. Thank you.
Why you so quiet? Come on, this is an award ceremony. I know some of you lost, but get over it. I didn't get anything either tonight. Anyway, this is cool. I'm a big baseball fan, so we got the raffle coming up for the Arizona Diamondbacks, who actually change their uniforms as often as I change my underwear, I got to be honest. Every season. That was a bad joke. All right, here we go. For, I guess, 4 tickets to the Arizona Diamondbacks. We don't actually have the tickets tonight, but we'll have someone come out there and get your info and get them. All right, here we go. For the Arizona Diamondbacks, 271-189. 271-189. There we go. There's the winner. All right, let's get on with the end of the Emmys here. It comes to the end here. We got a couple of recipients for these. Oh, it's us. It's you guys.
We want to say.
And I'm gonna go.
No.
Oh, all right.
Just share this podium.
Oh, okay.
So Laura and I, on behalf of the entire chapter, which a lot of it's right here, wanted to thank you for hosting with us tonight. You did an awesome job.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Are you a Heffernan?
Am I a Heffernan?
Heffernan.
I guess I am, yeah.
Right. Okay, so we only have 2 categories to go, and we're going to move it on and move it out to the after party. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, you got it.
In the category Journalistic Enterprise, the nominees are Marcos Ortiz, Good for Utah, KTVX; Larry Barker, Investigates, KRQE; Octavio Pulido Nevares, KTAZ, Telemundo, Arizona; Mike Hedrick, KSL 5; Leon Felipe Gonzalez, Univision, Arizona.
And the Emmy goes to Larry Barker, Investigates, KRQE TV, and Leon Felipe Gonzalez, Univision, Arizona, and Mike Hedrick, KSL 5.
Well, the problem is that you can't make unsolicited robo-sales phones.
It takes us a year to investigate the backgrounds of all those phone solicitors. We were able to document the identity of nearly a dozen illegal telemarketers peddling everything from solar panels.
Esta es solo una de las más de 18,000 sobredosis que se han registrado en Arizona desde que el Departamento de Salud comenzó a contabilizarlas hace 20 meses. Es muy probable que ni un muro en la frontera ni la reciente declaración.
In the category Overall Excellence, the nominees are A Su Lado, Univision, Arizona; Monzón, Estado de Alerta; ABC 15 Arizona, ABC 15; Arizona's Family, KTVK, KPHO; 12 News, Overall Excellence, KPNX, 12 News; A Year of Excellence, KSL 5.
This is it, the last Emmy of the night. Overall excellence, A Year of Excellence. That's who it goes to, KSL TV.
Roosevelt police were called to investigate an alleged sexting ring involving students at Union High School. Police records obtained by KSL show at least 27 people were reported to be involved, including suspects and victims. That was nearly 7 months ago.
And as of tonight, there have been 0 repercussions. Mike and the KSL investigators went in search of answers to find out why.
Yeah, Dave Dini, let's be clear here. In that police report, this case is dealing with allegations of child pornography. A parent says their child felt...
That's it for us, guys. Congrats to all who are here tonight. We're having an after party. You're all invited over at the Castillo Room, and it's going to be a great night. Thanks very much. God bless.
Every time I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer. The past is gone. It went by like dusk to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got their dues to pay. Yeah, I know nobody knows where it comes or where it goes. I know it's everybody's sin. You got to lose to know.